the Hokage's pulling up, war might be starting, everything's going to crudola real quick, like, okay, so I'm gonna let you get into the episode. You know the drill. If you could and you're liking the content, go ahead and drop a sub. And if you think you're subbed, you could just check. Just check for a boy, okay? YouTube's algorithm is kind of scary at this point in life, all right? And it might just be recommending you our videos all the time. So if you could, one time for the real one, help a homie out, check. But past that, if you got any questions, drop them in the comments. Discord's down there as well. We're active in there. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.
Would someone like to give a quick recap of what happened last time?
Yeah. You said not me, is that what you said? So last sesh, Arada had a fight at the very beginning, going kind of crazy, going feral mode, some would say, and ended up taking out Ratsumi. Afterwards, which a big boy explosion nearly killed the rest of the gang, but the dragon saved everyone. Arada went over, and then the Mizukage pulled up and was like, bro, get him out, get the dragon, whatever. I was like, I am trying. Then Wolf Sage pulled up and said, good night, nerd, and squashed his head, which was really cool. So he died. Finally, we got the crystal down. Crystal goes down. We all, reminisce. That was really poggers. Good job, everybody. We make it back. We say that, what was her name? The main lady of the town, not the main lady, like the Mizukage's second hand. Sheena, yes. We're like, hey, Sheena should be the Mizukage. And everyone's like, what? So that happened. We did end up calling out the correct person, being the futon's second hand guy, was the trader of sorts. Then make sure I'm not missing any details. I feel like I'm going fast, but I don't think I'm missing anything too much.
I sent you a picture, Hudson.
Then we made our way back. We pulled up to the house. No one is currently home. We found a letter, I believe. That was from... we found the note from Kinshiro. That was like all kind of secretive and like worded weird. God Osaka and birds need one more Suiko baby and one more key. 3 birds spotted. Whole region with Arada's forgotten friend. Care Endgame. And then after that, I believe the Hokage pulled up. That was short, so I feel like I'm missing something. But I think just the fight took a while.
Yeah, I think like the first hour of the session was dedicated to the Arada solo mission. So
yeah, I believe so. I was like, I think I hit it all. If anyone wants to jump in there.
No, that's good. Yes, the Hokage steps in, flanked by 2 Anbu. He asked Suiko a question when we left off last time. He asked, "Where's the dragon?" He looks expectantly at Suiko.
Okay, great. I muster up all my sadness from saying goodbye to Dewdrop, and I'm like, he's gone. We almost died. There was ice. He saved us, and now he's gone.
Oh God! All right, make a deception check.
I technically didn't lie, though.
I don't think you're quite telling the truth either.
Yeah, but like I'm not lying.
That's funny. I was like, that might have been real sadness from her, to be fair.
Yeah.
And against like other people, I would probably give you
yeah,
advantage.
Hokage. Yeah.
Does not care that you're sad about it.
It's valid. Ooh. Oh wait, that's it. That's not it. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Yikers. Good start. Good start, everybody.
So, to be fair,
25. Okay, so it's not like.
I was gonna say the save DC had to be insane.
Yeah,
Plus
Hokage
13.
doesn't get where he is without a bit of good insight. The Hokage narrows his eyes. He says, "I see. Well then, Arada, is there anything you'd like to add to this report?" He looks at Arada.
I mean, I look him dead in the eye and I go, well, we did run into some Sparrow and One of them did end up getting taken care of, and the other one got away. But past that, I would say honestly, the mission was for the most part a success.
In what respect?
In respect that the Land of Rain, we didn't, cause any issues over there or, create any more trouble than needed to make the Hidden Leaf more of a target or stir up any trouble.
Let's see. He looks finally at Izuto and says, "Is there anything that you would like to add to this report?"
I hate this.
Nope, that about covers it. I was unconscious for most of the important parts.
Wow, way to let yourself out there.
Yeah, he really said I'm getting no blame.
I wasn't there for the whole thing. I was unconscious. Okay. The Hokage nods slowly.
Somebody has to break y'all out of prison.
Touche.
He says, "Well, I suppose there's a few things that you should know. First of all, Lady Izuto and clan leader Pakura," he nods at Suiko, "I've sent them both on a mission to the Land of Wind. The Wind Dragon has made an appearance there, and is apparently causing trouble. They're going to attempt to seal it away in one of the a promising young shinobi from the land of or from the village hidden in the sand.
Yikers, huh?
As such, your primary political benefactors are not present in the village right now." He looks over at Arada and says, "I suppose your father accepting. However, if he hears that you have been less than truthful with the Hokage, I doubt he's going to stick up for you. Is there anything else that any of you would like to add to this report?"
I was like, I don't even turn and look at them. I just look straight at the Hokage, and I just go, "We've told you everything that went down and needs to happen." And honestly, not like my dad would like me either way if we're really gonna get into it. Just dropping it.
He remains silent for a few more moments to see if anyone else speaks up. Does anyone else speak up?
No.
Okay.
I am Spartacus.
I'm the real Slim Shady.
The Hokage looks at Suiko,
Oh shit.
and you see his eyes activate. Suiko, go ahead and make a charisma saving throw.
Yeah.
Dude, why am I unironically so nervous right now? Do you think he would take a molding mushroom right now?
You look kind of hungry.
You look really hungry, Mr. Hokage.
Can someone tell me the rolls as they happen? My roll 20 lags for some reason.
Yes.
Well,
Oh god, nat one.
yeah, it's fine. I failed anyways.
Oh my god. Okay.
Thanks, Hudson.
You know it's
Well,
bad.
YouTube
You know it's
matters.
bad when God says it.
I mean,
it matters how much you feel by.
No, it does not.
Oh, not for that one.
Not for that. Yeah, you guys see Suiko kind of like fall over to the ground. Her eyes are open, but they're rolled back into her head. And she's like frothing at the mouth a little bit.
Okay.
I just look at him like, what the hell are you doing to her?
Yeah, can I roll an insight to see what the fuck the Hokage is doing?
Sure, you can make an insight check.
I say I was just verbal about it.
Sure, we'll get to yours in a second, Arada, but I'll let the insight check be rolled.
So for the rest.
Hey, not bad.
18. Okay, yeah. The Hokage appears to have used some sort of genjutsu on Suiko.
Yeah.
He's not like trying to hurt her necessarily.
Hey, Hudson.
What?
So the feat that I chose was called a Ninja Slayer. So I have advantage on saving throws against ninjutsu and genjutsu cast by creatures within 10 feet of me. God damn it. Never
Within
mind.
10 feet of you? That's such a weird.
Feet?
Like,
What if
That's
what if I
Yeah,
drag
that's
Suiko
rough
10
feet.
feet forward? How do we feel?
Sure. Yeah, you know what? Sure. I'll say the Hokage stepped forward during that time as he tried to intimidate you a little bit. So sure, go ahead and roll with advantage, Suiko. Go ahead and roll again.
He said we gotta give your feet
Not
some
any
use. 13.
13?
Not good
My
enough.
DC's higher 13. Not even do good.
Yeah, no shot, bro. No shot.
It was worth it. You know, you could always get in that 20. So the same thing happens. I appreciate the interjection though. So yeah, Izuto, the Hokage appears to have used some sort of genjutsu on Suiko to extract information.
Right. Keep him back.
His intentions don't appear to be like he's not planning on like killing anyone or anything.
I see.
That'd be a turn.
Anyway, Arada, you say this. He says, "I'm uncovering your lie. Give me a moment."
All right, we do this differently. I sigh comically and go, worth a shot. Any chance we don't go to jail?
The Hokage, after about like 12 seconds or so, he blinks his eyes, the Sharingan disappear, and Suiko, you do wake up. It doesn't even, you don't feel like you were really even unconscious. Like you just kind of like fell over and then you got like, and you opened your eyes again.
Right.
In any case,
What's his reaction?
this doesn't particularly change anything. This wolf, well, he looks like back at the Anbu, and he stops himself. He says, "You encountered some interesting folk on your trip. I'm content to let him be for now. The water dragon, as long as it's there with him, well, this situation is fine for now. In any case, you three,
4.
you'll be staying in the village. I think that your time under Lady Izuto has taught you some of the wrong lessons as to your importance and your independence. You are a part of a greater whole. You're a part of the village. You are meant to serve. Not people of other lands, people of this land, people of this village. I think that you are not opposed to us, but I fear your loyalty might be clouded by your idealism. Until that ceases to be the case, I will have you here in preparation for any war that might break out. Any questions?
Yeah. So you're saying if war breaks out, we don't even get to help the village?
No, he's kidding us.
If war breaks out,
If war breaks out.
that's why you will be here, so that you can participate.
He's saying so we don't escape.
Yeah.
No, Mr. Hokage, sir. I think that's okay with me.
Very well.
Arada's about to go fucking feral mode, bro.
He sort of gathers himself. He says, I understand that this decision might seem unfair to you, but in time, I think you'll find that it was the correct choice. And he turns around and, flanked by the Anbu, leaves. What would you guys like to do?
Oh, first turn to Suiko
Leave
and ask
the
if she's
village.
okay, and tell her to leave Than alone.
I was hugging him.
Okay, so
Well, I feel
ladies and gents.
violated and betrayed.
Yeah, you should. So when are we heading out to meet my friend? When we do that?
Right. Yeah, I see. We forgot the whole. Yeah, Kenjiro probably got kidnapped part. I feel like somewhere in there. I feel like we should be a bit worried about that.
Yeah. So first off, I am eventually gonna go need to talk to my father. In which case, I might be able to figure out what is going on if there is war on the horizon. Secondly, when it comes to the whole situation, are we? Because it didn't seem like the Hokage caught on to that, at least. Like, I don't know if that happened too recently.
Caught on.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I literally don't know what you're referring to.
The letter from Kinjiro.
Oh, no. I mean, you found that in like a stack of unopened mail. So unless he was searching through your guys' mail.
I didn't know if he would have gotten that from like Suiko's memories or whatever.
You didn't get her whole life story, just the information that he was interested in.
Gotcha. So yeah, so do we bring that to his attention, or are we just skedaddling on out of here at some point?
I mean, we probably should find a way to tell him when we're not in the village, if that makes sense.
Right. So
I don't know how likely he is to what's it called?
Take that
Be
information
on our
kindly.
side kindly. Hokage seems like a nice man.
Nice.
He's
is
just worried about the village. That's
the
all.
way you could put it. Yes, so are we. Okay, with him. That's how I feel. Him.
Well,
okay,
I
I stand by that.
I don't know if we're worried about. We're worried about like people, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
We've definitely put our loyalty in not the village a lot.
Okay, listen. Sorry, I'm worried about people's well-being. Okay, my bad.
Well, no, I was. You were worried about what the wolf sage promised you.
What?
Nothing. Never mind.
I wasn't even talking about going back there. I was talking about going to the.
You said, when are we gonna go see my friend? Don't worry about it. Never mind.
Yeah,
Go on.
I meant because where it talks about Arada's forgotten friend.
Oh, gotcha. I thought you just meant the wolf stage by that one.
Nope.
We have too many.
Too many Arada's friends, dude.
I'm just a friendly guy. No, yeah, I meant going to rescue Kinjiro from wherever we assume the Bakutan reside.
Yeah, which would be the Land of Stone.
Yeah. So
we probably have to figure out how to let him know, but also not be here while letting him know.
Izuto and Arada, I guess you guys can both make history checks for the Bakutan and the Land of Stone generally. I mean, you guys can always look for 24. It's not bad. Yeah, Arada, you were slacking that day. You just learned it for the quiz and then forgot afterwards.
Yes, sir. That's how we go.
Izuto, so let's see. I mean, I'll let you ask some questions as you have them, but the Bakutan clan is a prestigious clan in the, I think it's the Land of Earth, actually. The village is the village hidden in the stone. But yeah, so the Land of Earth, unlike, it's the largest of the 5 great nations by far, and it has the most ninja by far, but they need that many ninja to patrol their massive amounts of land. It also has like a lot of monster and yokai issues, so even though they have so many ninja, they're not really considered the greatest military power, because they couldn't afford to mobilize all of them at any given point. The Bakutan, as they are a prestigious clan, they have a number of different territories that they hold in different areas of the Land of Earth. There are 3 primary ones. There's one in the village hidden in the stone. They have like a manor compound there. There's another one that's sort of far to the northeast. That's kind of in the middle of sort of a fertile farming area. And then there's one that they have pretty far to the west. It's kind of in the outskirts. I'll say with 24, you know that territory, it primarily produces red silk, a luxury item.
Okay. Would I know
any questions? Yeah, go.
Yeah, would I know if this clan is like very like aggressive or very instigational? I don't know if that's a word, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, the Bakutan clan, as they are sort of one of the great clans of the stone, they are kind of confrontational with the other clans. You kind of have to be, from what you understand, based off of their politics in order to survive. So they don't necessarily go looking for fights, but they are always looking for opportunities to expand their own territories or defend them from other clans.
I see.
Hodashi, I found it.
Don't know anything else.
Okay. What would you guys like to do?
I guess.
All right. I was gonna say, for today, let's take care of our business here, and then tomorrow let's come together.
Meet up and decide.
At in front of the weapon shop and kind of sleep on what the plan is.
Okay.
We've had a rough journey.
Yeah, we might also get some more information talking to people.
Might as well take a day, of at least a little to no combat.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah, and with that, I suppose we all leave to our sanctions.
The thing about the keys, wasn't that in the letter too?
Yeah, it says and one more key.
I guess we don't really have anything to go off of that. All I know is, God damn it, I forgot their name again.
Pharaohs?
God damn it, who is that clan Arada had to convince to vote?
Akamichi?
No, yeah.
Well, that
Akamichi
was
mine.
Izuto.
Not Akamichi.
Saratoga.
Oh, you mean
Saratoga.
Saratoga, the sage people?
Right. I mean, I don't know. She just mentioned they have something related to the sages, and aren't these the sage keys we're after?
Yeah, so it's like either that or like a person that is supple for a Jinchuriki.
Yeah.
is kind of I think where I'm at on the.
Yeah, because it's like they're it could be implying it's they need one more dragon and one more person for that dragon.
Yeah.
Which I think
So.
does make sense.
Oh, there she is. Hi.
Hi, Isha.
Is she actually just popping?
No, she did not. Oh, it was just.
Okay.
Oh, it just shows. I thought she actually walked in. I was like, dude, this storyline's going crazy. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I am okay. I'll say I am going to go have a long, in-depth conversation with Mi Familia about politics and everything else going on. I don't know if one of y'all wants to stop by Saratobi, or I can also go afterwards. But either way,
Have Arada talk to everyone. Everyone in the village, one by one.
Well, I asked because I was the one that originally talked to Saratobi, but I'm sure it would go.
Let's do that real quick while the others decide what they want to do. Where is your
father?
Click. I'm so excited.
One.
All right.
You ready? Because I'm coming in fucking hot. Okay, I'm going in guns blazing. I'm talking feral mode off it. No, I'm kidding.
In that case, here let's do the office this time instead of the
Ooh.
Is the official confrontation zone. So as you enter, Tazaga's in his office. He has like a bunch of maps open out on his thing. He's like making notes on them. He looks up. He says,
okay,
welcome back.
Wait, did I know he was in there?
Yeah, the servants would have told you. Like,
okay, is he the only one in there? Like, am I under that assumption?
They would have told you that your mother's not home right now.
Okay, when I walk in, I like slam door open, walk in, look straight out, and I can just go, "What the hell was that?" That's my opener. Off rip.
Okay. He looks up and just sort of glares at you, and he says, "Welcome back. What's what?"
What's what? How about the fact that I fought a damn werewolf, Dad? Let's discuss that one real quick.
Werewolf. Beastman. Yeah. Ratsumi?
Yeah, good. Yes, Dad. I'm so happy we came to this conclusion. Crazy that you didn't even drop a little warning like, hey, she might have a power known to our clan that has never been seen by me before ever. That would have been cool. That would have been neat.
It's supposed to be a myth. I have never seen it firsthand. You're supposed to have to drink the blood of a dragon.
Right.
And
well,
I had no reason to think that the old stories were actually true.
Well, and I kind of like put my hand on the desk. I can promise you one thing. It's not a myth. It's real. It's true. All right? And you know what? Just for you, Pops, she is not only dealt with, but no one else found the body, okay? It is gone, gotten rid of. It's just, I feel if we have any other myths that you would like to share with me of like, hey, this might be an issue you could run into later, that would be really nice to know right about now.
He lets out a sigh. He says, I would have told you all these things before, once you turned 18, as you are my heir. I'm not trying to hide things from you. It's just this information is very potentially embarrassing to the clan.
I
wouldn't want it extracted from you in the course of some other interrogation.
Okay. Him actually staying calm and surprising me. I suppose I'm assuming there's a chair in there somewhere I can kind of like plop down on.
Sure. I mean, you guys do cushions, but yeah.
Yeah, I go ahead and I get on the cushion. I sit down, and I'm just like, okay, well, since we thought it was a myth, I will tell you, it's not. It's not a myth. It is real. She did have that power, but we did take her down, and she was dealt with. I do request that you help me out a little bit here. Are we going to war? Because we recently got a visit from the Hokage. Actually, that was really fun, and he mentioned that might be on the horizon.
Sazaga sort of grins. He says, war? No, at least not if the Hokage's plan works. Tell me, what's the situation with your friend's dragon? Does she have more control over it now?
I look at him inquisitively when he says like Hokage's plan. But then as he says that, I kind of look a little more somber, and I'm like, well, I definitely wouldn't say she has control of it, seeing as it's gone.
Gone? Dead?
Yeah, no longer with us, as one would put it.
What managed to kill it?
Well, the dragon more so sacrificed itself. There was quite a large explosion from a lot of different things happening, and the dragon had to sacrifice itself in order to save Suiko and us all.
Okay. I'll let you roll a deception check with advantage.
Okay. Oh shit, I don't have anything in deception still. Wait! Is that... Oh no, it's intimidation. Fuck, never mind. Okay, it's just D20. Please.
76.
76, baby. Oh yeah, I got a 7 and a 6. Sorry.
Your father sort of looks at you doubtfully. He says, right. So it's out of Suiko then?
Yeah, shit, if you don't believe me, go ask them. All right? I mean, I don't know. So, yeah.
He says, I understand you're loyal to your squad mates. That's fine. I'm not criticizing that. If anything, it sounds like they helped you deal with a major problem for our clan, so I'm inclined to cut them some slack. That would put a bit of a damper on the Hokage's plan. I'm wondering what he's thinking now. I suppose just one dragon will be enough. In any case, no, war will not be breaking out between us and any other nation. However, the sand and the earth are going to be fighting in the near future. Sort of as proxies, the sand for us and the earth for the Land of Lightning. The Land of Lightning will be content with the situation since they think that the earth will be able to defeat the sand without too much trouble, but our plan was to utilize these dragons and seal them inside of shinobi from their village, using them to increase their military potential. If all goes according to plan, the sand will successfully drive off the earth and, begin to conquer its territories. Once that happens, it'll be too late. Without its primary ally, the Land of Lightning can't face us alone. Even if the Land of Mist throws their hats into the ring, so to speak, I don't think they'll be able to change the outcome. So war will come, but not for quite a bit of time. And when it does, it will be a decisive victory for us.
I suppose that is ideal. As he kind of talks about this, I'm feeling a little better knowing war's not on the horizon. I kind of sit up a little bit more, and I'm just like, well, the Hokage has more or less put me and my squad on house arrest. And seeing as you're fully aware that my squad mates now know of this wolf power, seeing as we all had to fight it, they've agreed to hold the secret. What are the odds you can do something for us? I'm like bargaining with my dad now. Well, we would kind of like to not be on house arrest. There's some things that we have yet to finish dealing with that we would really like to go handle outside of the village.
How far outside of the village?
Well, I mean,
you look at the world map real quick.
yeah, I'm looking at it and I'm just like, well, distance is relative.
I measured it out. It was like 37 feet.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, even going around the mountains, it's like maybe 50 feet. But no, I tell him that we are. I guess I'll tell him where we're going. I'll pull out some bullshit, even though it's a dangerous game to play. But I'm like, well, we're trying to go to the. Or is it Land of Stone or Village of the
So the Village of the Stone or the Land of Earth. The Land of Earth is the larger nation, which is where you'd be going to. You wouldn't be going to the village in particular.
And that's where he just said that they're having war, huh?
Yep.
God damn it.
Seeing you hesitate, Tazaga says, yeah, these adventures you've had into other lands. There was one thing with the Land of Wind, because they're our allies. There's another thing with the Land of Mist, which you've apparently handled well, but if you're planning on going to the Land of Lightning or the Land of Earth, I'm afraid I can't help you. Those are two regions that are not friendly to us right now.
I do look up at him after he told us about the war thing. I just say, well, fair enough. I was not, under the realization that they were previously, or I was not previously under the realization that they were in midst of possible war.
I suppose that you're trying to deal with these sparrows, right? Like the others, like Ratsumi. They're in these lands.
Yeah, trying to either gather more information, or I mean, if we can get a jump on one of them, it wouldn't hurt. Anything of that nature, because they're, if there's two players in a game of shogi, and it feels like this third one is really making things weird.
Yeah, I mean, the Hokage and frankly myself, I'm skeptical of the claims that they'll somehow manage to invade us. But if they do, and the invasion begins in either the Land of Earth or the Land of Lightning, it will only benefit us. We will have time to figure out our strategies against this potential invading force.
That's fair.
The only thing that could screw this up is if a leaf ninja went to one of these lands prematurely and sparked some sort of incident that would drag us all to war with them.
Right.
I feel as if he was looking at me as he said that.
He was looking at you when he said that.
Yeah, as he says this, I kind of look out the window and I'm like, well, just out of curiosity, if a leaf ninja were to end up in that land, and even if they did somehow successfully pull off whatever they were trying to accomplish and made it back, what do you suppose would be a punishment in that situation?
Izaga, he like looks super, super pissed, but he doesn't lash out. After a second, he like sits back and sort of strokes his chin, and he says, it would be depending on the success or failure of the mission and the diplomatic costs. That said, there's only so much I can shield you from, Arada, and I'm not confident I'd be able to shield your friends. Maybe Pakira could stand up for Suiko, but she and Lady Izuto are on the Hokage shit list right now. I wouldn't count on them necessarily.
I kind of breathe a heavy sigh. I just say, well, this is... I appreciate you being honest with me, Dad. Sorry I came in so hostile. It was just a lot to take in dealing with all that. Could you, perhaps at
Would
least...
you like the full story? It's not terribly long.
I look up and just go, yeah, actually, I would like to hear.
So this was passed down orally. It was never written down from clan head to clan head. I suspect that things got lost in the retellings and things got messed up. I've done my best to remember it. Basically, in the olden days, our clan, we were savage barbarians. We would run around and, well, we were acted very hostilely towards other clans. A powerful benefactor, I suppose, a dragon. I'm guessing it was never told to me that way, but it had us drink its blood, and we were bound to it at that point. We could not harm it or any of its fellows. We were acted as bestial warriors. It granted us these powers, but it did make us more and more like beasts until we were scarcely above the wolves on the plains. It would have ended that way, but the way the tale has it, the Nindog came to us. They've found that we were like pack brothers to them, if a little bit more hostile, but through their compassion, they were less violent than us. They would hunt, but not for pleasure, only for food. They brought us back from the edge. We owe our clan success to the Nindogs in more ways than one. That's the important part of the story, in my opinion.
I mean, that all pretty much adds up. And Ratsumi definitely seemed to be somewhat bestial and psychotic. I mean, were there other downsides? Like, is there a chance Ratsumi comes back? Like, do we know of any other negatives to her being that way?
Like I said, the myths were not very detailed. The only other detail I would say of note is that whatever blood you have to drink, you're unable to harm the creature that gave you the blood. So I suppose if you drank the blood, you would not be able to harm the dragon from whence it came, and perhaps its fellow dragons either. I don't know.
Gotcha. Well, fair enough.
He looks at you and like, did you drink any dragon blood, Arata, when Suiko's dragon got loose? Even by accident?
God, I wish, bro. You know how much easier that would have been? God damn.
Go and make a deception check for me.
Don't know. I don't want to. I don't want to, and you can't make me. God damn it. I hate it here. 13? 15? 15?
Okay, that's not bad. Your father nods, and he says, well, that's just as well. You shouldn't envy this power, though. Like I said, it was not described as a pleasant experience. It makes you less than a man over time. Be content with your own power and the power that you have through your friendship with your partners and, of course, Dan.
Yes. Well, one final question. If we were to get, house arrested here, so to speak, could we at least leave for training and such and not just be stuck here to boringly train while we wait?
If the Hokage gave you the order directly, I mean, I might be able to find some wiggle room, but I think he would be very suspicious. I don't think that unless you have a valid reason, he would say, why can't you just train here? And I would need to have an answer for him.
That's fair. Just wondering. Well, I kind of stand up. I suppose, last question. After we did, successfully complete our mission quite well, as you said so yourself, the person who was supposed to help fund that mission is no longer here. Dad, I'm not one to usually ask for anything, but you think you could help your son out a little bit?
He grunts and says, how much do you need?
Look, Dad, I'm not one for money, but if you can at least get me some of this, and I kind of put a little list down that just says angel's breath and like kind of the ingredients to make it, because it is specifically made with like other poisons. It's like, if you can get a hold of this stuff for me, I would greatly appreciate it.
He looks at the list. He says, Kage's gonna have a field day with this. But fine. I'll ask him. I'm sure that he can cook whatever you need up.
Awesome.
Anything else that you need? Anything for you and your squad? I suppose now that Lady Izuto and Pakura are gone, I'm the only source of influence left to shield you.
As of right now, that looks to be it. I guess one last question. Have y'all heard from Kenjiro recently?
He was sent on a mission quite a while ago for Lady Izuto. I don't know where the mission was. He hasn't returned as far as I know.
All right. Well, just wondering because we haven't heard from him, so wanted to see if anyone had.
You'd have to ask ladies. I mean, you guys are sort of the special. You were a special unit. Your missions were your own. Lady Izuto would know, but she's gone. So she might have left you something, I suppose, like a letter. You check your place.
That's true. We'll go dig through some stuff a little bit more. We didn't really have much time since getting back.
He stands up. He says, "Best of luck, Arada. For what it's worth, I don't agree with you on everything, but I am impressed with the way you've handled yourself this past year or so. We'll see if it works out for you. But if not," he sort of grins, sort of maliciously. He says, there's always a time to make another heir.
I give him a little grin, I guess, a little look or whatever, and I'm like, oh, trust me, no need for that. I mean, someone's got to make this place better than you've made it.
He lets out a barking laugh and sits back down and shoos you off. He says, "Unless you need something else, leave me to this. Clan needs me after all."
Of course. And I'll go ahead and head out.
Okay. Anything Suiko or Izuto would like to do?
I don't
particularly know. I would like to see if I could one, either hang out with Naki, but not date wise. I want to kind of Lucky kind of want to spar since he's good against ninjutsu, and then
still want to fight my girlfriend.
Also, if we're staying in the village, I would also like to look at apartments. I don't have a house.
Okay. Not what I was expecting for this session, but sure, why not? Suiko.
I would also, yeah, during downtime, I'd like to do something else, but for this interaction.
That was the list that I handed my dad, by the way, if that matters at all.
Yeah, he gets you all of those things by tomorrow morning. So yeah, we'll do that real quick, Izuto. So you arrange to meet with Naki at the training ground, I guess, is what you're going for.
Yeah.
And we'll see.
She pulls up. I'm so excited to see you, Izuto. Bitch, square up.
Whip out the hands. Nah, we get each other, bro. Don't even mention this.
Nice.
In this thing, are we still technically not? You know what I mean? Still level 7.
No, you're level 8.
With the things that come with it.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Arada hasn't gotten his stuff yet.
Okay. But other than that, we're good.
Working on it.
So I'll say that just for the purpose of this, you leave a note at Naki's place, inviting her up to the training ground or whatever. And she does arrive. She approaches you and says, "Hey, Izuto, have you ever finished? We need to finish that game that we started. We need to end the game."
Can we make a history check to know what game she's talking about?
That's so funny.
What particular game, Naki?
Whatever. The shogi game, or the thing that we like to play. We can finish it back at Lady Izuto's compound, though. Everyone's coming over later, so just it's good to see you, though. And the weirdness kind of aside, she goes and sort of gives you a hug and steps back and says, well, I guess why you asked me here. Not that I mind, but
Yeah, I figured that, everybody else, and I kind of do the usual face I do when we look at Arada and the other one. And I'm like, they go on their dates and stuff, and we're preparing for war, and I figured there's no better adversary here than someone as strong as you. At least strong against ninjutsu, anyway. I give like a hearty laugh.
Naki laughs too, and she sort of steps back. She says, all right, are you sure about this?
She said, "Square up, bitch. What's up?"
Yeah. If I'm going to get defeated by anybody here, it might as well be you.
Oh, I hope you get fucking rolled.
I might, dude. I'm just curious to know what she has.
Okay. Roll for step block. All right. Naki sort of gets into a ready pose and she says, all right, since we might need our strength in a bit here, how about just one jutsu each, a proper jutsu clash?
Sure. That sounds good to me.
I want to see her like nat 20 her shit.
Yeah, she's gonna dominate the clash, I think. I think she's like specific on clash.
She said, give me that one-on-one.
So this is just a clash? We're doing a jutsu clash?
Yeah. So you go ahead and pick what jutsu you want to use for it, and she will pick hers as well.
All right, I have decided. I guess we just roll the d20.
So normally you would have advantage on these, right?
No balls, you go into Curse Mark 2.
I'm not going that far, bro.
That actually makes so funny, though.
I don't believe I have advantage unless stated otherwise.
Okay, so in that case...
Since I have switched my subclass, I don't think I do.
Right, okay. So you have disadvantage on your check here, then.
Okay.
That's her stance break thing.
Yeah. That's disadvantage. God damn it.
No, that's a good start, though. That means as long as the next one's decent. Look at that! Oh, that was Hudson's roll. Just kidding. I thought that was yours.
Yeah.
I was like, you went from a nat 20 to a 19.
29. That's what you go, baby.
Oh, beats it by 1. Holy shit.
Nice.
What are these rolls? Good lord, from both of you.
Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, so she attempted to use her chakra sphere. What did you attempt to use?
I used the Phoenix Fire I've casted to see.
Okay. So it's a it's an incredibly close battle. With Naki, you notice that she sort of like modifies her jutsu just perfectly to like match what should be like the perfect counter to your jutsu. However, despite that, and it does like take a lot of effort on your part, but you're you've been fighting on the battlefield, so to speak, for the past like couple months, and she's mostly just been training, and that little bit of edge of experience on your part wins out in the end. We don't need to roll for damage or anything, but Naki takes a bit of a hit at the end there and sort of picks herself up and like brushes herself off, and she says, "Well, that was unexpected. Yeah, good. I think I gave as good as I got almost, but you were just a little bit better, huh? I guess that running around and trampsing all over the lands does to a man."
Yeah. Experience will get you to do that. Sometimes, someday I'll bring you with me. For now, since I'm back in the village, I don't have a place to stay, and I'm kind of looking for one, as well as I'm really hungry right now. Do you want to just kind of join me for the day, or are you busy?
So Naki, hearing you talk about like places to stay, she looks like a little alarmed and flustered for a moment. Then you finish up with, do you want to go grab a bite? Um,
I did at that part because it felt weird if I asked her to move in at 14. Anyway, go on.
she calms down a little bit. She says, "Yeah, sure. We'll find you a place. Well, it's fine. Like I said, everyone will be at Lady Izuto's tonight, though, for ending our game."
Yeah, of course. Gotta end our game.
She nods. Not entirely convinced that you know what she's talking about, but that you're
Hey.
willing to go along with it anyway.
I was going to say, can I make any roll?
You can make an intelligence check, yeah.
Does it pertain to any jutsu? Because I have advantage in all jutsu.
I hope you now won this one after the 2017. Come on now.
That's all. Yeah.
12. I mean, you literally just read it. So yeah, in Kenjiro's note there was the word endgame.
Oh.
Wait, what?
I would have never thought that.
It was
Okay.
very subtle. You never,
Yeah.
never
Yeah.
once.
I got it. Okay.
In any case, Izuto, you look around and sort of spend the day with Naki. She helps you kind of like look around for apartments and stuff too. I mean, you kind of invited her, so she
Yeah.
does come along.
That was my.
Sure. If you just want to real quick roll an investigation check with advantage for the apartment hunt.
Sure.
Is it not or what I would expected to ask for this session, but here we are. Suiko,
Everything else is about me so dumb, bro. Just look for other maps and shit. Look at a place to stay, dude. Get some food.
Suiko, is there anything that you would like to do?
Nothing too special. Probably just say hi to Shisugi and then I don't know, hang out with the Nara kid, I guess.
Okay. During when you hang out with Nara, he does drop the endgame hint a few times as well.
What the hell?
Okay, cool. I'd be like, listen.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Sorry, what did he say again?
He would have found a more clever way of dropping it in than Naki did. He would have been like, he would have said something about Shogi and the endgame or something like that. A little more subtle.
It makes sense now.
Great. Cool. I'm like, cool. I came here to be distracted. I'm here to get my ass beat in chess, please.
Okay. He happily obliges. For the sake of this, do you want to go and roll an intelligence check against his intelligence check?
If you beat him again, that'd be so funny.
That would be
Oh,
great.
no, you jinxed me.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
it's doable. It's so doable.
It's possible.
Let's go!
God.
You crushed him.
You checkmated him in two Scholars Mate.
Scholar's mate.
Suiko, you beat Nara again for the second time. He will pay you 25 Ryo to keep quiet.
That's so good.
Perfect. That improved my mood.
Suka just have advantage on chess checks.
Yeah, she should just get advantage on any shogi check from
She's
now
at
on.
least proficient at this point, I would say.
Fair minimum.
For your apartment hunt, Izuto, it goes okay. You probably want to spend another day before you really like make a decision. But yeah.
Sure. I was like, do I have even if Isato's not here? If I don't find anything, would I have the possibility of staying at her compound?
That's where you guys have been staying for the past year.
Yeah. I was making sure that this place is not being closed off since they're on the shit list or anything like that.
No. The Hokage, if anything, he's probably assuming that you guys are still staying here because it's where you've been training.
Okay. Makes sense.
Okay. So in any case, you guys all gather back for the evening.
Dude, I know Shadow Clone Jutsu too.
Double Suiko.
The second Suiko was never deleted.
They're just
One
jealous
at a
I have
time.
Yin and Yang.
Okay. Oh my
Your
god.
fellow squad mates sort of gather in.
Strong boys.
Each squad.
Look, you're a bitch of a dog.
Oh my god. Ares, he is much bigger than Than.
Yeah, what the hell's up with that?
You did say look at that bitch of a dog, and the bitch of a dog is both bigger and better.
Square up right now. Square up right now. It's over. It's done.
Yeah, Than probably does he's still kind of afraid of Ares, even though he knows he could probably beat him in a fight. Ares is still quite a bit bigger.
Than has never been one to Than has never been one to try to intimidate, so that's fair.
In any case, while everyone sort of gathers in, they all greet you, sort of excited at your return. After a little bit, they start playing music. I don't know what they use to play music in Naruto. Do they have like do they have like record players or something like that?
I mean, they have TVs. I'm sure they have DVD players.
Genuinely, might just be ambiance music from the anime, and they were just dead silent.
Yeah, I don't know if they ever show like a musical.
I was like, other than like live
besides instruments, yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, well, one of them does some sort of genjutsu or something that can create music.
Incredible.
It's an audible genjutsu. That actually makes sense.
Yeah.
And they sort of place it at sort of the edges of the room so that like it's kind of more playing outward rather than inward. And they all sort of gather forward and they say, all right, well, you're back. Maybe you should say it, Nara. And Nara steps forward, Nara Sakagiri. He says, yeah, while back, Lady Izuto got visited by the Hokage, and he sent her on a mission. We didn't realize that at the time, but we know now. When she was walking through the streets with him, she saw me and waved at me. I went over and sort of greeted them, and she slipped me this note. And he puts a note out, and it just says Endgame on it. And he says, so she talked to all of us, apparently, a while back. She said that if she ever used the code word Endgame, that we were supposed to come here and help you guys out with whatever you needed. So, yeah, what are your orders? And he sort of gives a salute. His fellow Chunin also follow up with their own salutes.
At ease.
At ease, soldiers.
For a second. Suiko, Arada, Than. We know the plan. Let's talk about it in the back room here.
Yes, yeah. I want to make sure that we say it elegantly, even though we do already know it. And we'll walk back.
Great.
Cool. Right, for sure.
Right, guys.
Are we going? Are we? Yeah. Okay. Right here. Okay.
Listen.
I'm listening.
I am aware that I probably have the better memory out of the three of us. What the fuck are they talking about?
Well, I am assuming if she told them that Endgame meant they had to help us, and we got sent a message with the word Endgame from Kinjiro, I think that we are, according to this idea here, supposed to go help Kinjiro with the squadron. And I kind of gesture towards the tens of people that we have just hanging out here now.
Right. How are we going to go about doing that?
I don't know. Because we are also on house arrest. So I don't know. Oh, okay, yeah. So also, guys. Yeah. And as we're kind of in the moment, I do spill the whole, like, you know, we're not technically at war right now, but Land of Sand and Lightning are both like on the verge of going to war as kind of our pawns, and like all that stuff that my dad told me.
Like Earth and Sand.
Earth and Sand. Sorry. Yes.
Yeah. Nari he says, know all that already. Hey, look, listen. You guys clearly are a little confused. I'm kind of a good strategic mind if you have things you want to share. I mean, listen, we know that Lady Izuto is not the authority in this village. We're here because we want to help. Even if that means, well, somebody gets very, very mad.
I kind of itch my head and look over at Haruto over there. But then go back to it. I'm like, well, I look at the other two, or are we just...
Haruto, like, noticing your look, he, like, puts up his hands and he says, hey, man, the Hokage's a dick. You don't gotta look at me.
Oh, no. I don't think you're a dick. I was, you know. And I
Valid
turn
EP, dude.
I turn to the other two and I'm like, so are we just spilling?
Yeah, I don't see any
I think
reason
so.
not to.
Yeah.
There's a
go
reason.
for it.
There's a reason. There's 3 groups. I feel like that's also
Yeah.
not a coincidence.
All right. After that, I turn. I'm like, well, what we know right now is Kinjiro is more than likely captured. We are assuming that he is currently in the land of sand. Whatever. Whatever the hell it's called. I'll get there.
Arada gives a completely incorrect explanation, and we have to just.
Izuto keeps correcting the geographical
Yes.
Details
Yeah.
of the message.
Listen, lands are hard, okay? I skipped that class.
Do you just want to show Sakagiri the note?
I mean, sure. I mean, we could explain it more. It's showing him the note. I don't think would help at all because he doesn't know who Usaka is. He doesn't know what Suiko baby means. I don't think he knows what one more key is.
Yeah. Yeah, give him the spiel.
But yes, I give him the spiel of like he's probably captured in the land that Izuto will let you know, and so we pretty much got to go get him because he used this in-game term as well, and clearly this is a fairly crucial matter.
Okay.
Listen to your opinions if anybody has any.
Yeah. So first off, I don't think that this is a rescue mission.
Okay.
If he wanted to send all of us to rescue him, I can't imagine Kendra would want to put all of us in danger like that just for his sake. I mean,
True.
and potentially causing issues with the Land of Earth. I think he said Endgame because he knows that something's about to happen over in the Land of Earth, and we need to be there to stop it. The Sparrows, right?
Yeah, that's what we're
Whatever their
assuming.
plan is, they're nearing their end game. I mean, that would be my assumption.
Yeah.
Second, I
So,
guess,
yeah.
if you guys are at house arrest, then that does make things more difficult. We guys gotta get you out of the we gotta get you out of here without the Hokage noticing. I'm pretty confident that our groups can slip out. I mean, we regularly leave the village for like resource gathering missions. We just got to make sure we're all on the same roster for one of those missions, and we can just skedaddle. The difficulty will be you four. I spotted an Anbu on the way here, so he's definitely keeping an eye on you, at least to a certain extent. However, and he sort of strokes his chin, if we could get a little bit of that Suiko magic, and he looks over at Suiko, I bet we could convince Shisugi to slip us a few reverse summoning scrolls. We could take you guys, get you attuned to them, and then we go to the Land of Earth. And when we get there, we'll just summon you guys right to us. We'd have to establish a timeline, but we can do that.
Of course.
Very well.
I think that's actually a fantastic plan, Sakagiri.
Agreed.
However, we do need to narrow down. The Land of Earth is a big place. We need to figure out where we're going.
Yeah, I look at Izuto knowing he is, the region master and had all that info earlier.
I look back at Arada since he got told the city.
For sure. Yeah, so
Did Kendra say anything in his note that might be helpful?
Yeah, so more than likely we need to head to where the Bakutan are most prevalent. And I'm not great at history class. So if anyone's got any Bakutan knowledge, that would be cool.
We would need one in the capital city, one to the northeast, and one kind of in the barren wastelands. Those are like their 3 main places.
And I point over to Izuto and go, see, I was thinking that. I wanted him to sound smart.
If I'm right, I think that's where the 3 are.
Sakagiri says, okay, so we're pretty sure it's one of those 3 places.
Yeah.
All right.
As sure as you can be.
In that case, I think we can rule out the village itself. If the Sparrows were operating there, I think that the Tsuchikage would notice.
I agree. I agree with that.
The lands to the northeast, that would surprise me a lot too. That's one of their most populated regions, and there's not a lot of like caves or like terrain to hide in there. I think that's pretty unlikely as well. Also, it's also pretty close to the village, so I think they would want to try to stay as far away. The third option seems most reasonable to me. There's a mountain there, Mount Nochi, I think it's called. Uh, it's apparently there's a taboo about it. People don't go to it. It would be a good place for a hideout for a group like that.
More
Noted.
than likely.
Yeah.
Well, that's the only issue is that is a little farther. I think it's probably going to take at least like 4 weeks for us to get there, which gives you guys 4 weeks to do whatever you want, I guess.
Well, that's fair. I mean, we can get prepped, get ready to go. With the reverse summoning, does anyone happen to know, like supplies wise, what we can bring? Because we could also help bring y'all more supplies as well through that, if that is an option.
Sakigiri sort of frowns. He says, depends on the quality of the scroll. I don't think Shisugi can get us like the best scrolls possible, since he's gonna have to probably, fudge some inventory orders, let's just say.
Makes sense.
That said, I mean, well, we'd need 4 of them, one for each of you. Probably about 100, 200 pounds of equipment. No more than your normal load, or at least not much more. That's fine. I mean, once we get there, maybe we can, mooch off this Bakutan guy if he happens to be there.
Yeah, he did have quite an affinity for me last time we talked, so might be able to smooth something over.
Nariba sort of flushes jealously.
Do I notice this? I'm assuming.
I don't know if you. Yeah, I think you probably noticed.
Okay, yeah, noticing it, I kind of like, hey, well, I mean, like, he had an affinity for me because like we were tight, good friends, nothing more, of course.
Yeah, we're tight.
They were very good friends. Nariba sort of glares at you a little bit, but lets it go. Sakigiri says, all right.
I don't swing that way.
So we'll still need to talk to Shisugi. We probably shouldn't give her any details because we don't want her blabbing to the Hokage or potentially getting interrogated. That would be bad too.
That'd be more likely.
But I think that this is a solid plan.
Agreed. As for scrolls, what is going to be the division, or is one group going to hold all of them?
Sakigiri says, I think my plan is that all 3 of us will travel together.
Okay.
Yeah, if we had a good reason to split forces, but the lands are just kind of dangerous right now. I think moving in force is the better option.
Agreed.
Yeah. Don't worry. We'll get there and we'll summon you there. What happens after that, who knows? These Sparrow guys, they're pretty tough. I mean, I know you guys have fought them before, but I mean, do we even know how many of them there are?
Well, the note, I think at this point we would have like shown him the note for what it's worth. And so it would have said, well, the note says 3, but if this is Endgame and it's a final hideout, I think it's fair to assume that just because there's 3 spotted doesn't mean it's only 3.
Okay. In that case, if there's any last minute training that you guys want to do that might increase your power levels, that would be ideal, I think. I don't know. I could talk to my dad, but I don't know if I don't really want to get him involved, if at all possible. I mean, could you talk to your dad, Arada, maybe? He could give you some secret Inuzuka techniques or something?
Yeah, I think I might be able to pull something out. I think there's a few aces up the sleeve.
All right. Well, train like your life depends on it, because they might, and ours probably will too. So, yeah. In that case, maybe we should just have a little bit of a final celebration, huh?
Aww.
Hell yeah! And then the breakdancing music kicks in. I go ham.
Okay. All right. In that case, you guys spend the night, and feel somewhat energetic, with a bit of a nervous energy.
Yeah, some adrenaline. Yeah.
Yeah, but all the same, you spend one final night at the compound. Basically, the mother's away, so you guys have a place to yourselves.
Yeah, I do go to Nariba and clarify that me and this guy were just friends, and it truly was nothing. He had a crush on me. It was a whole thing.
Nods and sort of says, "Yeah, I know. I know that you wouldn't be tempted, but I don't trust him all the same."
Oh, he's like, yeah, I know he's a sweet guy. It'll all be fine. Not that sweet though. I realize not like that.
In any case, I suppose the next morning, the other squads head on out. Their mission established in 4 weeks, assuming everything on their journey goes according to plan. You guys will be summoned to the land of Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so sad. It's like a graduation party.
It really is.
Yeah.
What would you guys like to do with your 4 weeks?
I know what I want to do if anyone wants to go first.
Yeah. So and there's kind of a change up from what I said, but
You monster.
having not really that much of a change up. I would like to, and I am actually okay with, like, I guess like repercussions from this, but I would like to, obviously study all the nature releases, right? And I'm getting one from, an interesting way, but I kind of want to not. I'm okay not regaining my summons, but maybe like talking to the summoner guy and seeing if I can, like, I don't know, communicate with them somehow and see how they're doing. Not like trying to regain them as summons, but just seeing how they're doing and kind of explaining the situation. I don't want them to feel left out. Feel bad about that.
Sure.
It's valid.
You put in your request to see Rasa, and he arrives at the compound. He's very big. He's very
Big
Big
boy.
man.
Big boy.
He looks over. He says, "Yeah, hi, Izuto.
Hey, Rafa.
He told me what your situation was, and he had me looking for a way to reverse it. Unfortunately, I was unable to find anything. I'm sorry. It's just a situation like that. If it has occurred before, nobody wrote it down, and nobody found a way out of it. Experimentation would be the only way, and that could get dangerous very fast."
I understand. That'll be for a later episode in Izuto's life. I just, as far as Sakmat and Wagaba goes, I wanted to make sure they were okay. And if anybody from the tribe has seen them, or
Rasa, his face kind of clouds. He says, "I can answer these questions, Izuto. But are you sure you really want to know?"
Ooh.
yes.
All right. Rasa or Wagaba and Sekhmet, they both believe that you're dead. The connection was severed between you, so they assumed the worst. I could tell them that you're alive and well, but I think that they would be very confused to hear that, especially after all this time.
That makes sense. Yeah, as long as they're okay, they'll.
They're doing fine from what I understand. They're pretty upset. They're not interested apparently in entering into any more contracts in the near future, which is understandable. But
Wait, that's so sad.
their hunting grounds are full of game.
I'll
Satisfied with the lives there.
I'll make sure to visit them personally. There's just some business I have to take care of. I can take their scoldings and getting yelled at. Like I said, it'll be for a later episode in my life.
He nods and says, "That's a good idea. I've made the pilgrimage once myself. It was quite the experience." He lifts up part of his shirt, and there's just this like massive scar along his like belly. He says, "It left a lot of souvenirs to remember it by." And he puts his shirt down.
I'll make sure to get some of those souvenirs myself. Hopefully not as bad as that.
He grins.
Anyway, thank you, Rasa. It genuinely means a lot. I formed a connection with them that I don't have that many connection with others.
He nods and he says, "Yeah, it's rough. I haven't heard of a situation like yours before, but there have been situations where, for whatever reason, the blood contract is broken. It's always a sad sight. Well, in any case, best of luck to you, and I hope that you find your way to that later episode in your life.
Yeah. I guess before, like right before as he goes, I would have seen him coming, prep some gifts for, like him and his summons, since last time he was like, the giant lion was like talking about offerings and how I should offer him stuff. And I kind of hand those over, and I'm just like, some are for you, some are for the big guy. Tell him I'm sorry I couldn't get these to him sooner.
He nods and says, Mahas will appreciate them. I probably won't tell him its source, though. The lions, they have a lot of trouble lying to each other.
Yeah. I'm just need to know in my head.
Sure. I'll get them to him. I promise.
All right. Farewell, Rasa. Good luck on your adventures.
He sort of snorts, but accepts your kind wishes and heads out.
Really great.
That was actually sad.
And, all right. So,
Yeah, I was
what
gonna
would
say.
you say?
Other than that, what's the that's my in village problems.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I should phrase it this way. Is there anything else you'd like to do inside the village before you guys leave? Because you're gonna have to leave if you want sage mode.
Yeah. I'm done in village, I suppose, because Nariba's already gone on the mission and stuff, so I don't really have.
Yeah. I would like to talk to Shisugi one more time, even though she, wallflower, all that. But I would like to, and you don't have to go to any map on this, but just like say my farewells to everyone, the orphans, orphanage, all of that. Give them a good remaining chunk of my sums once I buy, like 40 blood pills and like the usual.
Okay. Sure. You say your farewells to all these people. Just so I can get some insight here, is Izuto expecting to die on this mission?
He sees that as a
strong
real
possibility.
possibility. As Izuto isn't here, he can assume that he has tumors, and there is nobody here to really clear that up other than Izuto. At least he assumes. I guess he can. I guess would there be anybody that could fix that up other than Izuto?
I mean, you could go to the hospital. Yeah.
Sure. I guess going to the hospital would be the other thing, and seeing if they can do anything.
Okay. So they give you a routine exam. Well, I should put it this way. What are you telling them?
That I have a latent form of cancer.
I love it.
That I don't know, that I was cursed by I have an interesting predicament that I was, cursed by some sort of Keke Genkai from these sparrows, since everybody knows about the sparrows now. And I would attribute it to the disease guy. Be like, he did this to me.
Okay. In that case, they give you a thorough examination. At the end of it, the medical nin comes in. He says, yeah, so I'll just give you the news straight up. There are a number of tumors we found in your body. They are not metastasized yet, but they are growing at a fairly alarming pace. We can perform surgery to remove them. If Lady Izuto was here, she might be able to do it herself without opening you up, but we would need to open you up. It would be a fairly lengthy operation, at least a few days, and then the recovery will be about a month or so.
I see. Yeah. No need. I'll just wait for Izuto, and I chuckle softly.
He looks alarmed. He says, well, in that case, at least here's a list of food. and known carcinogens, and he hands you like some basically information documents and stuff. And he says, avoid anything that could increase the size of these tumors. And he sort of points at the carcinogen list.
Yeah, I'll make sure to do that, Doc. No worries.
Somewhat alarmed still. He does let you leave. Unless you had another question.
No. Yeah, hearing that Izuto is, I'll say for like the insight thing, he's fully prepared to. He knows like that his end is coming one way or another, especially if Izuto doesn't show up.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say he just, I guess, stocks up on pills and then gives whatever. Since we've already made the trip once, whatever money would be unneeded, to the orphanage and some patrons here and there.
Okay.
Kind of giving away his things before he leaves.
All right. Suiko, is there anything that you'd like to do in the village?
Not that I can really think of. Is Izuto the only one allowed to get summons since he's a ninjutsu specialist?
No, you guys could all do it. It's non-elemental, right?
Yeah,
So,
it's a thing we can
do you want a summoning jutsu?
Yeah, that's where I'm going with this. I mean, I go 3 weeks, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is you guys are going to need to leave, because if Arada wants his sage mode at least.
Well, I was going to ask, does everyone have to leave with me?
I mean, if you leave, then the Hokage, well, I mean, I guess not. If you leave, then the others are going to be put on lockdown, probably.
Okay, valid.
And I mean, you would know that because you guys are already under watch.
Yes, I'm not going to sneak out without them. I was just wondering if because I figured they could have the option to, but I don't know if it.
That's not how I imagined it, but like I guess you could.
I'd be leaving with them.
It'd be a big risk, like
I
right?
got you.
Yeah, I'd be leaving with him. Itachi, fucking Uchiha guy's gonna look into my brain and be like, there he is.
Found him.
So, yeah, I'll be leaving with them.
Okay. I mean, Suiko, if that's something you want to do, I mean, you do have some time here. And Izuto and Arada do kind of have their things that they're getting. Yeah. Basically, to get the summoning jutsu, it's not that difficult. It's just a matter of finding someone who like knows the type of creature that you want, the appropriate clan, and then getting a contract from them. There is like more complicated stuff, obviously, but at this point, you're a skilled enough ninja that stuff is not as big of a concern.
I don't
you don't need a teacher to figure it out. You can just do it yourself with a bit of self-study.
Cool.
Okay. The only thing I'll say is that I mean we'll get you that if that's what you want, but I will not have that prepared obviously until next week.
Fine.
In the meantime, I mean you should take a look at the summoning jutsu section or whatever, and decide which type of beast you want.
Yes, sir.
All right. So I imagine after the first or second day, Arada, or maybe even just on the first day, at the end of it, what would you?
Yeah, I mean, just the first day. So I'll say leaving wise, one, I would put wherever. I almost said Shisugi, Izuto. Wherever Izuto got me that medical ninjutsu book from, I would just like put that back where it was. Just to have less things to carry and kind of going, you know what? I just have to accept I'm not going to learn this right now. And then how many things or how much like angel's breath did my dad give me?
How many did you ask for?
I just kind of wrote down a list of like, here's the ingredients. I probably would have asked for. I hate this question. I probably would have asked for enough to make like 6 uses, knowing that I'd probably get less.
Okay. Yeah. So you get 6 uses of.
All right. Fair enough. So I get that. And then yeah, per usual. I mean, obviously, I'd have to go see Shisugi at least one day. See if she's got anything special in stock, and haze her a little bit because I know she loves me a lot. And then past that,
I should point out, since Izuto and you now have both visited Shisugi, she's basically dead. She's just like clearly on like no sleep. She like barely recognizes you. She's not doing well.
Yeah. Could I give her a molding mushroom to sleep a little bit? No, I'm just kidding.
It's probably one of the few situations where she'd actually eat it if you.
Yeah, she probably would. I guess the only thing is I go to Shisugi, and okay, actually I would probably know this because of my like poison stuff. Is ratweed like rare in any sense in like Land of Fire, like Konoha, all that stuff?
Yeah, it's not really found in Konoha. It's super common back in the Land of Water.
Okay, cool.
It's literally a weed. So.
Yeah, knowing that it's a little more rare, I kind of bring it to her and I'm like, hey, I know it's rough right now, but I kind of have something cool for you. And I drop the pouch down. I'm like, you can have it. I don't really have a need for it. We picked it up while we were in the Land of Water, and I figured you might find it interesting.
She like lets out a low moan and like takes a piece of it and sniffs it.
Do you know what it is?
She looks up at you. She says, "Ratweed. It's a type of poison."
Yeah. I kind of itch my head, just like I thought. You might be able to sell it for a good price or something. I don't know. But anyway, I hope you start doing better. I know it's rough right now with the war coming up and all that.
Thanks.
All
she
right.
grabs the ratweed and sort of puts it behind the counter.
All right. Well, I'll see you later, Shisugi. It was nice seeing you. I don't want to bother her anymore.
She just as you leave the store, she just calls out, "Liar."
I really do like you.
Well, anyway.
Yeah, I suppose past that, nothing else. Yeah, I wouldn't really go to my dad or anything, or no, I'm not gonna tell them anything. No. No.
I mean, he kind of implicated that he did not want to know anything
no, I know.
more.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's why I was like, I'm not gonna say anything to him or my mom or anything. So, I think I'm good.
All right. So with that, Suiko, Izuto, and Arada, you guys, I assume, sneak out one night and head back to the Izuto's favorite land, the Land of Water. I guess we'll just narrate this real quick. And if you guys have specific questions for the Wolf Sage, feel free to ask them. But generally, Arada begins his Sage training along with Izuto learning and sort of polishing his skills with the elemental releases. The Sage training is difficult, but with the Sage himself there to teach you and kind of guide you through the process, Arada does power through. It is, like I said, a very difficult experience. Where does Arada find the inner strength to complete it?
Mostly in the fact of knowing, like, if we don't succeed in this one, not just Land of Fire, but like all of the lands are about to be in a big shitstorm with the sparrows and such. So honestly, mostly from a thing of like, one, I am behind my teammates and like I need to get stronger, and two, to kind of like his ideology of like wanting to protect people just in general.
Okay. The Sage, noting your incredible dedication, he doesn't show many signs of approval, but occasionally when he thinks that you aren't looking, he does kind of give a little smile as you complete certain tasks. He's happy to teach Izuto as well, although he mostly just sort of gives you pointers as you've kind of learned it all yourself for the most part. You're just natural genius when it comes to this sort of stuff.
Absolutely
He
hate it.
has a lot of experience though, and he is able to sort of guide you in certain ways, giving you little tips and tricks to make yourself more efficient. As far as Suiko, I suppose Suiko embarks. She probably brings like a whole like bag of books with her to study. Yeah.
I can help her with summons.
Sure. Yeah, so between Izuto's tutoring and the books, you are able to, and you would have had to go and find someone to get summoning beast scroll, like a contract from. But with your rank in the Uzumaki clan, that would not be a difficult thing to do. So Suiko learns her summoning jutsu. With that, unless do you guys have any specific questions for the Wolf Sage? Of course, being reunited, if only briefly, with Dewdrop, he's very happy to see you, and he does his best to help you train. Although he's often more of a bother than he is to that.
Replacing me already, I see.
I don't think he even recognizes that that's what you're doing. He doesn't view like what you're doing as like, he doesn't view them as good as he is, so to speak.
Only two quick questions. One, what were the Mizukage scrolls? Two, I asked the Wolf Sage about my tumors. I know he wasn't good in medical then, but I thought, maybe.
The Mizukage's scrolls. Just make sure. I think they were both water release scrolls. They're both A rank, which might be useful to you. I guess you can do water release now, right? You can do all 5?
I can do all 5 of them.
Okay, so yeah, so you would be able to use the scrolls then.
And it's just, do you want me to just decide what?
I had specific ones. Let me check.
Okay.
Let's see. So Defiant Storm was one of them. And Never Ending Breath was the other. I doubt that won't be very useful to you, but it's what he had.
Hey, I can breathe underwater. That's okay.
Yeah, very helpful.
Peepo Pog.
You never know when you need that in the land of stone.
The other question as to your tumors, so he isn't quite as good at medical ninjutsu. In fact, he doesn't even, when he was around, it wasn't called medical ninjutsu. It was just called healing. He was not a healer. He offers to give you a transfusion of his blood if you think that will help. He has overbrimming vitality.
Okay.
That may or may not help. He offers it.
I'll take it. Sure.
Anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have a quick transfusion of the Wolf Sage's blood. We'll see what, if anything, comes of that. I suppose Dewdrop will also offer, seeing that you're doing this, it will also offer some of its blood. It says, well, since I already gave some to Arata, it hardly seems fair that I don't offer the same to you.
That's so funny.
Make an intelligence check to know if that's a good idea.
I hope you roll low.
Okay.
He really hit you with it.
15?
15. Yeah, that's probably not a good idea. Like Arata invested it. He didn't do a transfusion.
Thank you, Dewdrop. Thank you. I just, your blood's too good for a commoner like me.
He looks a little disappointed, but he accepts your decision. All right. Unless anyone else has any questions for the Wolf Sage, or I guess Dewdrop.
I had 2 questions for the Wolf Sage. One would be in reference to when Ratsumi talked about me having to give up my Nindog. Because I forgot what her exact wording was, but it's when we were fighting, she was like, you have to break your bond or whatever. If he can clarify that, because obviously I have my assumptions, but if he knows anything else. And the other thing too, if Sage Jutsu in any way affects me and Than, whether it's us interacting, working together, whether positively or negatively.
He says, well, Than will find it easier to sort of intuit your movements. Animals are, they naturally use a fair amount of nature chakra without even realizing it. This will put you more in step with him. As to Ratsumi, I can't say I know exactly what she was talking about. From what little I saw during my dream walk through your memories, it seems like these Nindog, they made us less bestial than we used to be, our clan. Perhaps she thought that by killing the Nindog, it would return us to a more natural state with the feral form.
Okay,
That would be my speculation.
Gotcha. That was pretty much my assumption as well. I look over at Dan. I'm like, "Don't worry, bud. I'm not killing you."
Then sort of bites you a little.
And I just go, "That's fair. I deserve that." I think that's it. I think those are the only two questions I kind of had.
All right, Ms. Hokage, any questions?
Yeah, he's got a lot of unanswered questions.
That's tough, bro. Joe squashed that ass out of you, bro.
We never figured out who killed you, man. That's
All right.
Fan torch looking ass.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
At the end of the 4 weeks, you guys are summoned abruptly to
Kapui.
a place.
I love places.
It's
Damn, bro.
You'll be pleased then. It is a place.
That Mizukage had some effects, dog.
I was working on debuffs, bro.
So you would be summoned.
I hope we didn't get summoned into the Black Void, because that would be concerning.
We got summoned into a wall.
This is all an elaborate murder plot by
Yeah.
team.
We were getting too much love and like too much care.
Yeah, the last arc is just us getting TP'd into a wall.
Just like Minecraft style, like you Ender Pearl.
Yeah.
Hodashi! He's back.
Not the geisha.
In any case, you guys are summoned to this spot. Sakagiri, there are 4 sort of scrolls beneath you. Their ink is like flared up right now, but after a moment they fade and sort of become blank. Sakagiri looks up at you guys and says, "Howdy, folks. We got a bit of a situation here."
I suppose looking around, being kind of confused. Well, I'd imagine there is a bit of a situation if we're here now.
Ugh, I hope the breakfast doesn't burn. Yeah, what's up, guys?
Naki sort of goes and she gives you a nod. Naribo looks excited to see Arada there as well. Sakagiri says, so you have any luck with that training, Arada? Because I think we're going to need it.
Yeah. I kind of like crack my knuckles, like feeling good about actually having my own power for once. Kind of going, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good right about now.
That's good. Should I explain things, and Hodashi runs over. He's grown. He hit puberty hard. Like he's like way taller than he used to be.
That's funny.
He used to be a short stack, but he was a late bloomer. He runs over and right in front of Nariba attempts to draw you into a large bear hug.
I'm gonna take the bear hug. I can't not take the bear hug.
Good man.
I gotta take the bear hug. I take him in. I'm like, "What's up, brother? I haven't seen you in a while."
Love triangle.
He loves. I was about to say he loves you.
That's what you said. That I was like, did he just drop the L word right here, right now?
Love at first sight, dude.
He sort of spins you around in the air. He's like, "Oh my God, Arada, you're here! I'm so happy to see you."
And I'm just like, "Oh, you grew."
He says, "And you look just the same as I remember." And he sort of sets you back down.
Okay, well, I grew a couple inches. Thank you. So.
He looks over at Than and says, "Well, this one certainly grew up," and he gives Than some pets as well.
Oh, Than's wagging his tail, loving it.
Can I get an insight check to see if Than likes Nariba or Hodashi more?
Sure, go ahead and make an insight check.
Is this not my decision?
No.
Yeah, Than's kind of an NPC-ish at least.
He does.
He's an NPC.
He's been 50-50.
19. All right, who does he like
Oh,
more?
fuck off.
Would you like to answer, Arada, or should I?
I'll let you run it because I'm interested. I think it's unfair if I pick. I'll let you say.
Yeah. No. So Than obviously likes Hidashi a lot more.
God damn it.
As Nariba is a threat to his relationship with Arada.
Yeah, that's fair. I think also Nariba like doesn't acknowledge Than as much as Hodashi does, so I think
That's
all together it all makes sense.
I'll make it happen. All right, that's all I needed to know. Continue.
We'll make it happen.
Good job of using the 18 there, Izuto. It's
God
very
damn it.
important.
I've been high rolling. My combat's gonna be dog shit.
Hodashi returns back to sort of the head of the table. You see, sort of gathered here with you is obviously all of your squad mates. Kenjiro's outside, sort of on a balcony area. And a number of Iwa Chunin and 2 Jonin, it appears, sort of older folk. However, Hodashi is sort of sitting at the head of them. Just based off of their stance, you feel like he is kind of in charge here,
That's
so to speak.
Dude, we can rule together.
Sakagiri sort of looks up at Hodashi and says, like I said, should I brief them or do you want to? Hodashi sort of waves his hand and he says, oh, you go ahead and do it. I hate that sort of stuff. So Sakagiri looks over and he says, well, if you'll take a look at this map here.
Look at the map.
Yes.
Wow, you looked at it successfully. Good.
Hell yeah.
Then you need to roll for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, passive perception. He says, so apparently this Hodashi fella, he got reports of trouble in one of his family's holding this territory. It's kind of out of the way for them, so they sent a decent-sized group, but smaller than all that they could muster. There's about 200 men in all, some of them ninja, most of them mercenaries. They arrived here at this Red Silk Inn when they realized on the way they weren't able to restore their chakra quite as well as they would have expected. And as they got closer to the region, the problem worsened. They were attacked here by Terracotta. There was a full garrison here, and it was a bit of an ambush. They lost a lot of their men, most of them, but they did manage to defeat the Terracotta in the end. And since then, they've been talking with various villagers in the area, and, well, the Sparrows kind of have control over this whole region to a certain extent, one way or the other. Here in the mines, the Kilika mines, that's where they're pretty sure the Terracotta are coming from. We've managed to do a few reconnaissance missions, so we're pretty sure that's where they're coming from. They have a full garrison of mercenaries, apparently, and some rogue ninja in Fort A29. Yotara is sort of their main town here. They haven't really been able to infiltrate it much. However, seen from a distance, there's these 3 strange forested kind of areas. One of the ninja, one of the Jonin here managed to scout one of these out. You can kind of tell from the distance where all 3 of them are, but inside of the forest itself, there's a pool with this strange chakra signature emanating from it. We think that it might be what's causing the issues with restoring chakra in this region. Mount Nochi itself, we haven't tried to scale it yet, as we're pretty sure that the Sparrows have defenses in place, we would assume. Aside from that, there's Tachi Shrine in the region. We don't know what its situation is. And we also, according to some of the villagers, there were sightings of sparrows in one of the ruins off to the west. It was one of the fishermen who spotted them along his rowboat. He said that there were terracotta, a man in robes, a large man in robes, which we assume are sparrow robes. He isn't sure entirely which area he passed by, though, when he saw them. It could have been any of those 4 X's on the map. And he was apparently a little drunk at the time.
Nice.
But in any case, that's what we know. The Red Silk Inn, for some reason, we're still not entirely sure why, but resting inside of its walls here, you're able to actually restore your chakra. If you try to rest outside, you're pretty limited in what chakra you can restore. and sort of physical vitality as well. So that kind of puts us in a bind. And that's the situation. Any questions?
Well, my
What is
only
more or less the distance between these?
So I'm not going to give an
a few
exact.
feet.
However, you guys are going to be rolling athletics checks, and based off of that, so I'll give you this. So if you roll below a 10 on average, then you get 6 hexes. If you get a 11 through 15, it's 8 hexes. 16 through 20, 12 hexes. 20 plus 14 hexes. Hills are half, so everyone counts as sort of like difficult terrain. Roads are double, so you get like 2 hexes for each that you normally would. River, if you're going by boat, is 1.5 times, so you go a little faster on the river as well. And then mountains are 1/4.
Okay.
Oh, so wait. I thought you said. Oh, you said hills are half. Is that what you said?
Hills are half, mountains are 1/4.
Okay, gotcha. All right, fair enough. Yeah. I mean, with all of that Sakagiri, seeing as y'all have been here for a while, do you have a idea as for what you feel like is best situationally to hit first or pay attention to first?
I mean, like I said, we haven't actually been here that long. We just got here 2 days ago.
Oh, fair enough.
We didn't want to try anything without you guys here, because frankly, I would say out of this whole group, you guys are our spearhead, so to speak. If we end up against a Sparrow, I'm not confident that we would necessarily win without casualties.
That's valid.
That said, I mean, this region, I don't know if we can disrupt those pools somehow, but if we're unable to rest in this region reliably, and that means after every expedition we have to head back to the Red Silk Inn, which kind of limits our ability.
Yeah, quick question. Which one did they say that he did scout out? Was it Alpha, Beta, or Delta?
It's the one closest, so Delta Pool.
Okay, so Delta's the one that he scouted. Yeah, being as that's kind of a pretty big annoyance and negative, I think that would probably be
First,
logically the first like spot to head to.
Am I biased because I'm the ninjutsu user? Yes.
Yeah.
You can take those out.
I was like, chakra is important to all of us, but especially you, so.
The only thing I'll point out about that is apparently this Jonin, they managed to sneak there pretty effectively, but they got caught by yokai in the woods after when they were trying to make their way out, and they managed to defeat the yokai just barely. They're currently recuperating in one of the restrooms here, but apparently this flare was sent up, and we don't know what it's for. Our guess would be that perhaps when a flare is sent up, reinforcements from Fort A29 head out to help deal with whatever situation is occurring. Just something to keep in mind. So I don't know if that necessarily means that the pool is the smartest target. The other issue is that what happens if you destroy one pool? Do the other two still function just as well? We don't know. So unless you destroy, do we need to destroy all 3? In which case, that might not be feasible with having to pass right through the fort right there. Also, apparently, the Terracotta, they've been coming from Kilika Mine, just small squads, and they attack this place. And we can't let this place fall because it's the only place that we can reliably rest. Okay. So we need to keep a decent amount of our forces back here to defend.
Was there information on the farms? Sorry, I forgot.
Yeah. So apparently there's a bunch of farmers there, and there's a sparrow there.
Oh, that's right.
He's apparently protecting the farmers. That's what they claim, at least. And he's not there with anyone else, as far as we know.
Okay.
Which he might be an easy target to finish off first. I don't know. It's up to you guys.
Haranari, maybe.
Maybe, but out of our way. I think if I have all the points right, and I'm making here a compass so I know, I believe no, we should probably take out the Kilika Mine first. We need to make sure the inn doesn't go down. then maybe
then
and
fort,
then probably fort.
and
Then try
consider
our
pools.
luck with a pool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then check the farm, maybe. But if we hear nothing from this, I don't see a point in wasting
A
resources.
big reason. Yeah.
The Kilika mines. I won't say anything because not regaining chakra is cringe. Even though I did buy a bunch of like pills, they are very vulnerable to lightning. I have a strong reason to believe if it's the same
The terracotta
construct.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So that can be dealt with, in a manner. The Fort A209 is a bit more dangerous because that's actual humans.
Mm-hmm.
That one, yeah, that one's probably a bit hard to deal with. But I'm sure we can set up something there. As for the pools, they're just kind of unknown. I don't have a real
Quick
plan.
question pool wise. Do they know the range in which this effect is caused? Like, is there a certain point you hit? I mean, obviously there is a point that it doesn't affect. But basically my question would be if they happen to know that like going this direction, you get out of the thing faster than like say walking this way versus walking this way. Because that would tell us if it's emanating from the pool itself or if it's emanating like from the mountain and all three pools are like affecting that.
So
Did that make
apparently,
sense?
and the Hodashi experienced this, and we did too when we were traveling north on the road.
Mhm.
We first experienced it about 3 days out south of the
Oh,
Red
so
Silk.
it's like it's a distance. Okay.
It's a pretty big distance.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I mean, defending the inn probably takes the cake here.
Yeah, I agree. I think if Kilika Mine is the most likely to like come hit our like safe haven right now, then yeah, that's
Yeah, we just take the hit of going mine in, checking up on farm. Not like us checking, but like sending maybe Johnny to scout it out.
yeah.
So
Here
mine,
he interrupts. He says, "Oh, by the way, with your plan, Izuto, I think you're misunderstanding things. If you go to the Kilika mine and you expend chakra there, then you're gonna have to come back here to the Red Silk Inn. I mean, unless you want to go straight from there to the fort. I think that'd be really not a good idea, though."
yeah.
No,
So
yeah,
like,
yeah.
mine. So the track would go mine in, fort in, pool in. It would be
At least, yeah. I think that's how it's gonna have to be.
yeah. If that's the plan, it would have to it would have to go mine in. Have people checking.
I was gonna
farms.
say they've got to have at least because if they've already had Jonine scouting the pool, could we have a Jonine's or I mean have they already scouted the farms and that's pretty much all we've gotten from it?
So Hodashi sort of speaks up. He says, "Yeah, so I've got 3 Jonin under my command right now, and one of them almost got taken out on that scouting mission. I'm not inclined to waste any more of our military potential unless
Fair.
unless we have a good reason for it. I mean, if you guys want me to, I'll think about it. But I mean, these guys aren't trackers, and we have 2
Yeah.
trackers." And he looks at Kenji and Arada. And he says, "I think that you guys should maybe be doing the scouting missions."
Yeah.
That's a fair point. Yeah, okay, and we can always split up our groups as well, to go check
I
things
think
out.
if anybody has that I would know has lightning release, I can take them with me to the mine. I guess we don't really have to do. In theory, and this you can just not answer this because it's metagaming. Are we expected to split up, divide our forces and take this into account, or like it's Suiko, Arada, and Izuto doing all this? Like, does that make sense?
Yeah. So Hodashi gives you guys a rundown of the forces. Basically, from a metagame perspective, it's up to you guys. You guys have some forces at your disposal. The enemy has some forces at their disposal.
Fair.
I mean, you guys have the relevant information of how important this inn is in terms of defense. I guess the only meta thing is if you add more than one person to your squad, I'm probably going to start imposing penalties in the form of the squad isn't able to coordinate quite as well with you guys in combat.
Okay.
They aren't able to, because you're adding like if you add one person to your squad, that's not a big deal because they can kind of vibe with you guys. But if you're adding like two or more, especially from like different squads, then it becomes much more difficult to coordinate.
If
Yeah.
we were to do a squad plus one of us, no penalties.
Yeah, in theory. Although I would, well, yeah. I guess you guys can do what you want in terms of
Yeah,
that.
party.
I'm just looking at options here.
Yeah,
I mean, from their perspective, they want you guys to be the spearhead because you guys are the guys who are capable of defeating sparrows.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. I'm just seeing how many bodies we can throw at things. Just kidding.
He can give you a list of the forces real quick. I do have it here.
Yeah, I think we go to the mines first to I guess not really waste too much more time. Go to the mines. Sorry, go on.
Well, I was gonna say if we are splitting up, I am okay with like scouting out farms, rather, and it could be like me, Inazuka friend, and someone else. But because my poisons aren't super helpful against the terracotta, but I mean I also have other things that are helpful at this point. So
yeah, I think for
fuck.
If you guys are like going to be splitting the party that way, I'll probably assign whatever NPCs you're bringing with you to be played by you guys because I don't want to just have like
Gotcha.
like 3
just you play 7 turns in a row. Fair enough.
Quick question, and I will ask Hodashi this. Being that y'all are pretty darn good at explosives, would y'all happen to have a any amount of explosive tags that you could lend a boy?
Bakutan says, yeah, we have a small store of them. That said, I'm kind of the explosives guy. I can just sort of do it without the tags, so we don't usually keep a bunch of them around. I mean, how many do you want?
Even just like 3 or 4 is fine.
All right. Normally I'd say no, but it is you, Arada.
Thanks, Hodashi, and I kind of dap him up.
And I kind of dap him up, give him a kiss on the cheek. You know how it is.
Well, that's when Nariba's not around. Okay, we need to save that for later. So how many explosive tags do I receive?
You can add 3 explosive tags here.
All right, thank God me and him are tight because I totally forgot to ask my dad for that. So,
as for this is obviously like the like Eva people, right, and mercenaries. We can take like fellow Konoha people, right?
Well, that's your guys. These are the people that are allied with you. You guys are in charge of your Konoha guys.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, those I didn't include them in the list because they're your guys.
It's just assumed. I was making sure. Okay, yeah, definitely take care of this mine first. If taking the Hokage girl with us, probably a dub.
No way, no shot.
Yeah, if you're interested in their like stuff, I mean, I can tell you. Yeah, the Hokage girl has learned lightning release. She did not have it when she was a Genin.
Such. Yeah, we'll probably take the Hokage girl with us on this expedition. 4, we probably take a. I don't know. We can get to that when we get to that. Probably like what's her face, Uzumaki girl. I forget her name.
Yeah, and I think while we're gone, I mean, I know that we are the spearheads, but can we not send, like, oh no, I don't know if it's dangerous or whatever, to send Kenji to get us a better idea of the, I mean, Kenji and some other people, but to get a better idea of the farm. Good Lord, I got there.
You can send whoever you want, wherever you want. Well, I mean, you can send all of your guys wherever you want. You'll have to negotiate with the Iwa if you want to send them somewhere. But
yeah.
I mean,
Okay,
just to make this, I mean, I think you kind of figure this out, but the risk obviously is that they run into a sparrow.
Yes,
right?
and they don't come
they're
back.
not able. These guys,
Yes.
They're not able to deal with sparrows by themselves.
Yeah, they're not 1v1ing them. I gotcha.
Okay, I say we can take care of the mine.
Do we want to send a scout group or just go after the mine, or like?
I kind of want to see if we take out the mine, what happens.
Okay.
And then send a scouting group. Like after that.
Okay.
And see what's up. I know there's a chance they just bolster defenses and it makes it harder, but it's probably safer if we do it that way.
Okay. I'm fine with it.
All right, so Sakagiri, here's the plan. Obviously, we need this in. It's the only place we can muster chakra. Removing the Terracotta Warriors seems like the ideal scenario here. Knowing the Terracotta Warriors before, I've had pretty good luck with my lightning release against them. If I guess I really actually don't know if Shion wants to come with us, that would be greatly appreciated. It should, go about as smoothly as
She kind
as
of
hopeful.
shuffles in her seat, and she says, "What? You want me?"
Yeah, the Hatsuke are known for the lightning release.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I'm just me. I'm not like you guys.
I pimp slap her. I'm just kidding.
I go up to her platonically.
Would I know if there's another person with lightning release?
No one I can double check, but I'm pretty sure no one else at the table raises their hand.
Okay. Listen, Shion. This is pretty scary for me too. Okay, but honestly, I'll protect you. No harm will come. We just need some lightning release. You can stay from afar if you know jutsus with that. Would I know what subclass or class you is?
Well, I mean, she doesn't. She's a striker, so she's more focused on damage.
Okay. I'm sure some lightning knuckles would come in handy.
Okay, you can make a deception check. No, just kidding. You can make a persuasion check.
I was like, man, we're deceiving everyone today. Goddamn.
I don't know if I believe anyone.
Just a joke. Just a joke.
5. Yeah.
Oh, with advantage.
Oh,
Sorry, I meant to say.
Yeah.
oh,
Do you want to do that again?
Full advantage, okay?
double advantage. Shion kind of nods nervously, clearly not really convinced. But she says, "Well, I'll do my best."
All right.
And that's all we need.
that's all we ask.
All we ask of you.
Have confidence in yourself, girl. You've been trained.
Bro,
Train
we
hard.
I'll be in the back line, buffing and debuffing. You'll never see them. Don't even worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. With that, I guess Hodashi says, "All right. War Council concluded for the moment. I guess Spear Tip, along with little scared girl, will go off to the mines.
Oh, the guys are really cool.
Defend the inn."
All right.
The Chunin and Jonin sort of disperse. Bakutan sort of heads off, talking with one of the Jonin. What would you guys like to do? If there's anything you'd like to do before heading out to the mine?
Yeah, I'm assuming Nariba gave me a look when Hodashi came and gave me a bear hug. So going back to double reassure again and be like, look, we're just good friends. It really isn't it's okay.
Love triangle of the century.
Her cheeks puff up, and she says, "It doesn't help that he's handsome."
Okay, whoa, now we did do it?
You just hear Izuto in the back. He's so hot.
I was like, I don't even know what to do with that comment, and I'm just like, I'll see you later. I just walk off. I don't even know what to say to that comment. I was like,
It's gonna be really awkward. Yeah, I kind of make sure to go, and whether they're in groups or individually, kind of to talk to the Konoha people and be like, listen, I'm glad y'all did this, giving thanks and everything, and also kind of pointing out that we should take care of each other. As harsh as this sounds, we're not, we don't have any promises to Land of Stone people. I was like, I value life as much as the next guy, but if it comes to a difference maker between you guys or them, I'm obviously choosing them.
And also, like,
choosing them.
don't be too trusting. Like, choosing the Konoha people.
Yeah.
Not to be too trusting either, just in case. You never know.
Okay. Sure. They some of them are more comfortable with that sentiment than others, but none of them challenge you on it.
They better
Alright.
not.
They haven't even seen me at full power.
Nariba, I just want to say, no one says it's got to be monogamous. You could be having
Oh
two
my
boyfriends.
Can I give her advantage on this persuasion? I agree with her.
Y'all are persuading her to start a polyamorous relationship.
Nico is right.
You go, girl. Be ambitious. Okay. great.
Hodashi doesn't want to date Nariba.
That's true.
No one asked you.
And says, Suiko, if you weren't so strong, I would say some words to you right now.
Deserved.
All right.
All right, game
Let's
time.
get going, team.
Oh,
This is first expedition on our way.
I assume there's no one to buy anything from here.
You can look around if you want.
No.
Would you like to make an investigation check?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Were these people in the back left ever mentioned?
No,
Or they just
Or
vibing?
the door, while you guys were all there, the door was open, and you could see these three sort of painted up ladies in the what appears to be like a master bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
You assume that you guys are sort of in like the main hall of the inn at this point.
I see.
When Hodashi left, however, he did go and close the door.
Okay. Noted.
13. Yeah. So you look around. There's no merchants at this inn right now. It's kind of a weird situation here because the inn has kind of been taken over by these Iwo ninja. The innkeeper is around, but he doesn't really have anything of interest for sale. There is like a kitchen in the back. There is some like there's like a little forge. This is almost meant to be like a tiny little like town. It's meant to be a place where like caravans rest and stuff like that, and if they need like their wheels repaired or anything like that. So there is like some other stuff aside from just food. But the only ninja equipment available would have been brought by the Chunin or by the Iwo ninja. Okay.
Other than that, I think I'm good to go to.
I'm Gucci.
All right. Are you guys ready to saddle on out?
As ready as I can be.
All right. So this is going to be a group athletics check, including
Shion,
which she is okay at athletics. Not bad.
Like it's actually the one strength skill I'm proficient in. Clearly it didn't matter, but what are you gonna do? Actually, as long as we're above 10, I guess it's good.
I was gonna say, we just have to not be bad.
Just not be miserable.
Jan did pretty well.
I did my work. I got my one.
We're
All right,
definitely
can
in
you
between
guys
10 and
tell me
15.
Tell me the scores here.
We got it. 18, 16, 14. so
11.
far. 11.
11.
We're in between the 10 and 15 range.
Is that including Fan?
Oh, no, I did not roll for Than. My bad.
Yeah.
Than.
That 20 fan.
Could clutch it up.
14.
14 as well. So
That assures that it's in between 10 and 15.
assures that
Yeah.
it's between 10 and 15.
Okay.
It almost might come out to like exactly 15.
The average is 14.4, so you guys didn't quite get to 15, but almost. Okay, so that means that, what does that mean?
You tell us, God.
Can I use the bathroom real quick?
Yeah, sure.
I'll allow it.
War council
I
time,
mean,
maybe.
there's nothing important that's going on here for a second. I'm just figuring
I was
things
like,
out.
I'm assuming we're taking the road, at least for now.
I would. All right, so that's 8 hexes. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I've been
So it's 7 with the double, so that's 3.5, and then 4.5, 5. All right, so you arrive with 1.5 hexes to spare. So I'll make a note of that.
Easy peasy. Oh, do we get to like carry that over?
Well, yeah. I mean, you'll be heading on back
Yeah.
afterwards. Yeah.
Cool.
I've been racking my brain on Jutsu numbers for the past week, and I have to rack my brain around 7 different other character sheets.
Yes, sir.
I love it. I'll have this min-max by the end of the week. Don't even worry about it.
God.
I'll have it on your desk. Don't worry.
Yeah. I'll be like, if the Uchiha matches up with the other Inuzuka.
Okay,
And
if
it
we take
I know.
Haruto's eyes out and we put them inside of Than, hear me out.
Okay, I'm listening.
Listen,
Clearly,
I'm just saying that we could talk to him about it. Like, it's not a 0% chance. I can intimidate pretty well now,
How
so.
many tomes does he have? That's my question. Are they worth it?
Yeah, Hudson doesn't realize the power he gave me with a chakra control check, so.
Alrighty.
display. Can you guys see? Do I have
Yes.
the deck? Oh,
The map is up.
We can see the map, yeah.
okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Like, we're on a cute little line right now.
Yes.
I am back.
Okay.
This is actually about how I'd imagine the line would go. Except
And
maybe
I'm-
Shion in front of Izuto.
So you guys can explore the map a little bit. Look around.
I think Shion would be in front of you. Okay.
I'll
On,
say
Shion.
nothing of note right now. Hurt villager. Also, whoever hurt the villager, that's crazy. You couldn't knock him out. 3 damage. That's sad.
Something fell on him, bro. You know his story.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
I will activate Dustcoat.
I am going to try
Surprisingly.
to, because I'm so scared because I have to be really careful about using my Sage Chakra because once I like you do a check for it and I get it, I only have it for 10 minutes till it like disperses from my body, used or not. So I will probably be waiting. I guess if I do one check and it's a DC 20, that's not terrible.
I will. Well, he's thinking. I will be constantly on guard. Like ready to prep a Shidori or a lightning rod.
I guess I will go ahead and preemptively just have Assassin's Blood on me and Than's blades.
Yeah. Could I actually investigate the houses? Or I'll try the door if they're locked. I won't. Go ahead.
Sure. Which house are you investigating?
This left one here.
If he's doing that, I'll go to the other one. Me and Than will
Yeah,
explore.
make an investigation check.
Do I get advantage with Than?
Sure.
Peepo Bog.
What is this? A little shed?
Yes, the one over there is just a little shed. It has like mining equipment in it. The house on the left there, Izuto, you got a 13.
Yep.
It appears to be a bunk house for miners, you would assume. Based off of your cursory, it seems to be sort of unused for a while. You don't find anything else particularly unusual about it.
Okay.
Arada, you got a 17.
Yes.
So this is sort of the Nexus little train station or whatever, where the mining carts come
Yeah.
to and fro. Based off of what you see here, it is also sort of unused, or it hasn't been used for a bit.
Okay. Cool.
So as Suiko has seen, there is a villager, and you guys would have heard him as soon as he spotted you, basically. He has his leg sort of what it looks to be like crushed under a mining wheel, minecart wheel. He's as soon as he sees you, he sort of spots you and like waves at you, and he's calling for help.
Okay.
That's correct.
Hold on.
I'm very on edge. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll say
Are you-
I will.
Where you want to be on the map right now?
Oh, am I
Looks
where? Oh, well, I guess in terms of like seeing this villager, I will.
Okay, I mean, if just answer
I'll
the
help.
question. Are you where you want to be on the map right now?
Sorry, I'm trying to grab my person. Yeah, I mean, I guess for the most part, like I would just kind of be walking with everyone.
Okay. So as soon as you guys go over there to the villager, the ground rumbles around you.
There it is. There it is.
And a number of terracotta warriors and lions appear.
Well,
Can I say I successfully did the Shidori since I was prepping it, or was it a surprise?
No, I don't think that you were that surprised. Yeah, you can have a Chidori.
Okay.
And with that, we'll go ahead and roll initiative. We have not had music this whole time. I totally forgot.
25, baby.
Yo, 17.
Yeah, strong.
Oh yeah, the new thing gives me my intelligence modifier as an initiative.
Oh, nice.
25.
No more Izuto, last of the line. 2 initiative.
yeah, actually, I'm really glad I am where I am. This actually turned out kind of well for me.
Alrighty. Funny enough, I have about I think through all my tokens about like 11 macros, not one for Shidori.
Rip.
That's really funny. 2, 3, 4.
All right, Izuto's up first.
All right.
I don't know if I've ever heard that.
I genuinely don't think so. Unironically, I don't think so. Because I think I've gotten nat 20s, but you've passed me anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will go ahead and hold on. What is my efficiency here? 5 feet, 25, 35. Yeah, I take 5 feet here, and
Excuse me.
do a melee ninjutsu attack with my Shidori. Not one.
Yikes.
All right. Starting off
Woo!
big. I'll go ahead and assume that doesn't hit.
No, it does not hit. Unless maybe you're trying to hit the villager.
What's up?
Unless you're trying to go for the villager.
Surprisingly not.
Honestly, we should have.
That ruined all my mojo, dude. Yeah, and I don't really want to like waste chakra, especially here.
He says with a dust coat and a Chidori.
Yeah.
Dusko stays for 8 hours. Dusko's poggers, okay? Yeah, you know what? I'll just end my turn. I'm not gonna.
Wow.
I'm not gonna risk anything.
What a little gooser.
Yeah, I'm not gonna use anything too extreme here.
All right, Lion is up.
And for my first turn at turn order, I have done absolutely nothing.
And it bites Suiko.
No.
For empty points of damage. Oh, there it is.
What's your AC, Suiko? Is it 17?
No, sir. It's 18.
Ooh.
Okay,
Rolled
well,
and
two of those
smoked.
still hit for 16 points of damage.
So.
Terracotta Warrior. That is also 30 feet. Attack as well. Turn off 3D dice. 'Cause...
Yeah, after actually trying 3D dice, I am
I hate it.
personally not a fan.
All right, Terracotta Warrior next to you guys will target Izuto.
I was like, at least not Naruto 5e.
Yeah, it's cool in theory, but it gets spooky when you're like 50 deep.
Yeah, it's too much. Suiko's up. Izuto, what's your AC?
My AC right now is 20.
So that last one will hit for 8 points of damage. And Suiko, you got hit for 14 points of damage from the Terracotta Warrior. So if you guys could like look at the things and mark your own damage.
Yeah, I don't want to be that guy, but the first one hit as well, right?
Oh, 20 to hit? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's his AC, right? Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So 16 points.
My bad. I didn't realize that was me. Well, that was
It'll say in the message, it'll say Terracotta Lion attacks Suiko, Terracotta Warrior attacks.
Yeah. I just saw that one first and then not the other two, so I thought, yeah, you're good. My bad. That's on me.
It is funny that warrior attacked you when me and Than are like surrounding you.
So Suiko, you're up now.
Well. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try and kick this line in front of me. What's the line?
Not hit.
Does not hit. Well,
Oh, actually, you guys would know this. Their AC is 14, so you just barely missed.
Arada?
Yeah, you guys have fought these guys before.
I forgot if they were the same.
Yeah,
okay.
well, these they are the same.
Oh, anything higher than like a 4 gets me there, or a 5.
Yeah, that is tough.
Jesus. Same thing for Suika.
Plus 8.
Well, I'm gonna use a combo point then. Two unarmed attacks then.
All right.
This.
We should set up an attack thing for Suiko as well.
Yeah.
I'll do it right now while you're rolling your thing.
Thanks.
So 2 of those hit.
Yes, sir.
You have a plus. You should have at least a plus 10 to hit.
Oh, you're right. Sorry.
It's plus 10, right? So 5 from your proficiency, 4 from your strength, and then 1 from your class from being attacked.
Yeah, you're right. It was 10. I forgot.
Okay.
The first one hits.
All right. And what's the weapon that you're using? It's like Iron Claw.
Yeah, the Iron Claw.
So that's 1d6 plus 5 damage, right?
For the Iron Claw, yeah.
Okay.
So the first one actually hits then.
Okay.
Okay, great. We love that. What is it? 4d4.
Oh, they both hit, right? Yeah, they both hit. Oh, and the very first one hits as well, so 3 hits.
Yeah. 44. Okay, did I do this right? Okay, that's the first one.
Okay.
And then I'm
That's
just
the
gonna...
defense, right?
Yeah, I kick them. And he needs to make a Constitution saving throw. Woo!
He fails.
Woo! He's paralyzed.
All right. The joints of the terracotta lion lock up.
Tough.
He is immune to a number of conditions, but he is not immune to the paralyzed condition.
Yay!
We take those.
We love to see that.
You want to roll damage for your other attacks?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, I guess your other attacks would be at advantage because they hit anyway, and they're auto crits because of paralysis. All right, so it's gonna be 4d6 plus 10, right? Right, guys? Does that sound right?
Yeah, because it would. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and roll there. All right, well.
Wow. Oh,
You
well,
roll.
almost perfectly even.
I should point out you still have one more bonus action if you'd like to take it. You can do it just a single unarmed attack, and that doesn't cost you a combo point. The two attacks cost you a combo point.
Yeah, sure.
Why not?
Why not? While we're here,
Why not slap him again?
smack him again. That is.
Aren't they
Oh
all?
my
God.
Oh
Oh my god!
You had advantage on that, and Suiko's nerves just get the better of her. She's not used to this new power, I guess. All right, the second attack hits, and it's an auto crit since he's paralyzed. So that'll be another 2d6 plus 5.
46 plus 10.
Well,
No, 2d6 plus 5. That was one attack.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
It
just
was because
one
you did
attack
both.
hit.
I gotcha.
because you got
Damn.
2 ones in a row. But you almost took him out.
Stupid things still.
Yeah. Arada, you're up next.
All right.
You can move a little bit, Suiko, if you want. It's up to you.
All right. Not wanting to burn too much chakra here. I go ahead and I will steady my aim, planting my feet in the ground, and take a little swang at my boy here. Let me click. Boop. Yawn. Knuckle blades don't have critical, do they? I don't think so. Sag. Oh, if I would have made it my fucking primary target. God damn it. Alright, so I hit that. And then that'll trigger sneak attack. Take minus 30. That's not bad. Oh, wait, I roll with advantage. I guess we'll see if I get the crit, but that was the whole point of me doing it. Alright, so minus 30. And then I'm going to take a wild guess and say the poison doesn't do a whole lot here.
You have encountered these guys before, and no, it does not do anything to them.
It's worth a shot asking again, you know? You never know.
There's the upgraded version with real blood that can be poisoned.
Hey, maybe. You never know. Bonus action, I'll just vibe. I don't really want to use much, and I know I can hit hard, so he'll just wait. Arada will wait.
Alright. Terracotta Warrior will step forward and attack Shion
Not Shion.
for 5 points of damage. Than is up.
Alright.
What a
Than
fan.
will...
Oh, she rolled low. Okay. Yep, Than is up.
I see. Yeah, Than will go ahead and not even pull out his scythe, and just try to nip at the Terracotta Warrior's ankles. Hopefully having grown since last time he did
We
this.
get a classic Than ankle.
We are.
What?
We are. He's going to the ground and going for it again. He's feeling his like prior just beast with him, and he wants it to come out.
I almost want to give advantage because he's done this so many times to Terracotta Warriors.
All right.
Oh.
That's the first hit, and then he can bite twice because of multi-attack.
You can't miss. You have a plus 13.
Oh, hey, could have gone for crit that. Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah,
they
of
both
course, but-
hit. So Than will be rolling his D8 plus 1 plus 3 plus. Yeah, there we go. It's getting 13.
Okay.
Love numbers are hard. Oh, I didn't add my one for elk collar. That's right. So 12.
Oh, and then
Another one on the previous one, if you would be so kind.
wait. So all right, I just gave 14. I'm gonna add that back. All right, what's the total damage?
Total is 26.
26. Okay. Rip.
So
Or-
close. He rolled so shittily on those D8s too. He could have done it.
Yeah. All right. That's it for Than?
That is it.
All right. Boop 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 boop.
Not the crit.
Crit. Okay. You know, never mind. I'll just take it.
Hey, he can get it out now. You know.
It's just one more D8. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
So that's a total of 10 points of damage. So
Shoo!
Incredible.
shaking in your boots, Izuto.
Damn, bro.
This guy was sort of ran up here to Arada. That's all you can do though.
It's like we say damn, but we're gonna get fucking rolled by like one of these enemies here in a bit.
And Shion is up.
Let's go, Shion.
What does she want to do? She will. Okay. Let's see. Can she position her? Suiko's right there, huh?
Just kill the villager if she has to. It's fine.
Oh my god.
Really accept that. It's wartime.
He's the one that got us in this shithole. Not really, but you know.
Yeah, no, she'll probably just go for a normal lightning. Well, she'll upcast it, but she'll just do a lightning knuckle for now.
Lightning Knuckle is a dope ability. She's doing great.
Back up the chakra.
She's doing great. Keep it up.
Keep it up, sweetheart.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Sorry, I'll be faster with this as I actually learn all these NPC abilities. All right, so it costs 6.
You put up with our turns. It's okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you ever wanna like share them, we can try controlling them.
Sure, yeah, I'll do that. After this session is over.
Yeah.
And she will overcharge it with a bonus action. Oh god, this is so much stuff to know and figure out. All right, she'll attack the guy right. Oh, I guess you make a ninjutsu. Oh, okay, so never mind. Scratch that. She'll just make a attack with this jutsu then. Of course.
We should go back to the other rolls.
Yeah. Well, that's it for her.
Insane. 3 ones have missed, or 3 net ones, or 4 net ones. I believe.
Good work, Shion. I'm glad we brought you.
She's very nervous. She's very nervous.
You're doing as well as I am, Shion. Don't even worry about it.
Terracotta Warrior runs up, attacks Izuto. And at this point, Izuto, I mean, you can make an intelligence check.
Sure.
Yeah, 14, yeah. Just based on how they're reacting, they appear to be going for the people who have like the most obvious chakra usage going on.
Yeah.
Fine.
Makes sense.
Generally. All right. Next up, the top of the round is Izuto.
Dang, can I just say it's so embarrassing to use chakra right now?
Use it now because your story stays up, baby.
You do 6 points of damage, right, from that attack?
Yeah. My
Don't-
temp HP is gone.
Don't worry about the 4 health.
Oh, and 5 health. I accidentally took 5 chakra away.
You probably want to take your HP away before your chakra.
Yeah, before my chakra.
instance.
I'll go ahead and just to get this over with, because I actually think it's probably more efficient. I'll activate Wind Friction Shatter.
Go off, King.
Making that and then I will try to hit both of the warriors here. Or I guess one of them is my action to cast the thing. Thank God.
Nice! Well, both of the boys?
I'd be hard. No, I'm only making one attack.
Oh, okay.
I'd be hard pressed to not kill though.
Oh, especially dealing double? Yeah.
All right. I'll say I aim for the one directly below me.
Bring him down to 0. And that'll go ahead and be my turn. I mean, I'm guessing they have vulnerability.
They do have vulnerability, yeah.
That will go ahead and be my turn. I didn't cast Wind Friction as a bonus action. I don't want to waste chakra on that. So that'll be my turn.
All right. Next up is the Lion. Attack Suiko. Warrior will attack Suiko. Warrior will attack Izuto. Here, so I guess I can tell you how much damage. So that's 14, 23, 27, 30. Oh god. 33. No, 34. 34 points of damage against Suiko, unless there's something you like to do about one of those attacks.
I do have the defensive seal on my Iron Claw that I forgot of that gives me a +2. So can I ignore that 9 damage from the 19?
Oh, okay, so what's your AC?
18, 19. So it'd be 20.
Okay.
So I would do
I will put that in your damage. All right, there you go. So yeah,
18 damage.
so just 18 damage. Yep. All right. And Izuto, did you get hit? No, you did not. Well, actually, your dust code is down, so doesn't that mean your AC is lower?
Oh fuck! I didn't use a bonus action. God damn it.
Rip.
Not with a 10 though. With a 10, I still have higher AC than.
Well, the first one was a
14,
14.
no?
No, base is I think 15.
Okay. All right. Suiko is up.
Damn, man's avoided it by 1. What a machine.
Goated like that.
He just got it like that.
I also have the chaotic seal on my iron whatever. It says it does an additional damage die against constructs. That's what these guys are, right?
Yeah, they are.
Yep.
I'll just say the terracotta lion gets taken. He lived on to fight for a moment, but then he remembered that he was supposed to die, and then he died.
he forgot that he died. It happens.
So Suiko, if you click the attack button, that's just like one of your unarmed attacks. So if you click on it and you target, it'll just roll automatically.
Thank you. Okay, so with that guy remembering that he needed to die, terracotta. Okay, whatever. I'll just beat up this line. And
Just beat it up.
I'm going to stick to an unarmed attack, I think. And we will see. Jesus. Okay, great combo point.
Y'all looking
If
like a
you just
rod out
your
there. That's
unarmed
embarrassing.
attacks, feel free to just use the attack button.
Yep.
Right. All right. You literally told me that and I forgot. Combo point. Tell me. Wait, what? Oh. Ah, that's so cool. Sorry. This pitch.
Oh my god.
28.
Just click the button more often.
Okay,
Less
great.
often though, you got a nat 1 on damage.
Yeah, seriously.
There you go. 16.
Don't forget your extra damage die. Or is that not counting right now? I don't know what you use for that.
Yeah, I have the extra damage die, so
So
that'd
just
be
roll 2d6.
Okay.
Wow.
You guys are doing great.
I
Thanks.
hate it here.
Thanks, God.
I hate it here. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Um.
all right.
Okay, I have one more bonus action, right? You know what? I'm gonna keep it for now.
You can just use it to do a single unarmed attack. That doesn't cost a combo point.
free.
Yeah.
Sorry, what'd you say?
So it requires a combo point to do 2 attacks, but you can just do 1 for free. It doesn't cost a combo point. It just takes a bonus action.
It says,
Yeah.
So just
Yeah.
one under attack.
Okay.
Yeah, because you won't. Like,
You can't say
if you,
bonus
yeah, you
action.
can't say it. It'll just be wasted if you don't use it.
Right. Okay.
Roll
so-
an extra d6.
You have rolled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
I know.
nat ones.
It reminds me. Okay, there we go.
Oh, that's better. Okay.
That's better.
It's kind of impressive to a point.
Yeah, at a certain point it becomes impressive.
All right. Next up is Arada.
All right, I am going to look at this lion up ahead of me. And again, as I did before, steady my stance and swang on him, getting advantage on my attack. So click. All right, 18. And then
That will hit.
we'll hit him with a sneak attack. Oh, not great rolls. Not bad either. 24. So that is my bonus action, and that is it.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
Terracotta Warrior attacks Shion.
Shion, no.
Hit 2 hits for 15 points of damage. Actually, well, no, she's trying to conserve her chakra too. All right, next up is Than.
Alright, Than will, seeing this guy looking all weak-like, go ahead and aim for that ankle per usual. So he will slap it once. Nice.
How many kills
I will go ahead
before it's enough for this monster Than? Terracotta Warrior, they tell stories around the campfire.
They do. Than does just take him out left and right. Where was my...
I mean, he has 4 HP left, so I assume that.
1, 6, 9, 10. Yeah, I was trying to figure out how much exactly it's added with the thing. But yeah, he's dead. And then with his second roll, he will look down here at the one near him in Izuto and go for that. Boop. Nice. So D8 plus 1 plus 3 plus 6 plus 1. 18.
Oh, I have 2 modes. Remember that?
You have 2 modes. Do I need to remember that?
Nope.
Oh,
You
okay.
don't. I do.
Moats.
Add subclass thing.
It's like I think it's a professor thing.
All right. So Fan takes another solid chunk out of the poor guy's ankles.
Yep. And I believe, no bonus action. He's just gonna vibe.
Okay. You get attacked. Suiko gets attacked.
23. I can't really dodge that.
And
Max, you son of a bitch.
nice.
You max rolled in the mineral.
Dodging and weaving.
Woo!
All right. Hitake will say, screw it, and just attack normally. Using a combination of Buki Jutsu and normal strikes.
All reaction.
Oh my god, get it, girl. Queen.
9.
Didn't do bad on that one at all. For a total of
27, 40, 44.
That one does not hit.
Well, no, the 15 does not hit against the Terracotta Warriors. To just 30. Still solid damage with the crit though.
Woo.
Terracotta Warrior attacks actually, yeah, he would still attack Izuto.
I got the crit again.
Bodes well. Nice.
At 8.
Max damage. And then the other one hits as well.
Yeah, 18, 26.
Yes, sir.
Better go curse mode.
No shot. Dude.
He's really trying to pull it out of you early.
As my bonus action, yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will go ahead and attack this Terracotta Warrior with my action.
Nice.
Hitting-
Is that even allowed? Is Izuto allowed to do that?
Hit?
No, I mean to just do a normal attack with your action.
To do what?
Like you should have forgotten.
To do a normal attack.
Not to do a normal attack.
No. Is this my it's my Chidori, bro?
It's his Chidori.
Oh, I forgot you have your Chidori active. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
The day I see Izuto normal attack is the day
I've only done it once against the crystal guy because I ran out of chakra, and
That's
it exactly takes him down.
I remember
42.
that. Yeah.
Okay. That is ideal.
42. Nice.
Yeah. With double movement, I think I can do it. Hold on.
Are you about to go
No.
crazy?
No attacks of opportunity. Give me a second.
That's funny.
I get there. Yeah. I in a flash go and make an attack once again.
Quick question, Izuto. Do you make that noise as you dash?
Yes.
That's hype.
Meter beat, baby.
That will hit.
We meet or beat in this household.
Amen. Doing more than enough.
The second one goes down, and Hitaki, seeing the Chidori in your hand take out this other warrior, her eyes sort of light up, and her previous demeanor sort of changes. She says, "That's so cool."
I'll teach you how to use it one day.
In any case, is that it for Izuto?
Yep, that's everything.
Look at
Alright,
us
so
doing
it
the
goes
dang
up.
thing.
Oh boy. I could use my fancy dancy.
Not the fancy dancy.
13.
I've always said you're a fancy dancy type of person.
13 hits, right? Wasn't 13 the AC?
No, it's a 14.
That was a 14.
G hit with 13.
13 does not hit.
No, it does not.
Oof.
Okay, playing the combo point game again, aren't we?
Yeah, you're really having an errata kind of day.
You are. It switched slowly but surely.
Yeah, hey, I'm doing great. So I'm doing my job.
Give the curse to me. Okay, and then one more time.
Are you using? Is Suiko using her actions, or is she just using her bonus actions?
Well, I made that first attack, regular attack, and that didn't go anywhere.
Right. When you do your regular attack, you get 2 attacks. When you use your action, it's 2.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
you should have multi attack.
So all right. So when you use your regular action, it's 2 attacks. If you combo point, it's 2 attacks for each bonus action. So you could get a total of 6 attacks, right? Because 1 action, 2 bonus actions times 2 is 6.
Okay,
That's like
great.
your max. If you
Great.
didn't use combo points though, it would just be 2 for your action, 1 for each bonus action for a total of 4.
Okay. Great.
It's
Cool.
okay. There's gonna be enough combat in these following sessions that you're gonna learn one way or the other.
Hudson's like, I will force it down you if that's what it takes.
It's like you're gonna learn, or there's gonna be a 2-man mission.
Practice makes perfect. Great. Okay.
So
Perfectly
he gets
balanced
taken
as all
up
things
by
should be.
one of those hits there.
Thank Jesus Christ.
Look at that. We're all good.
Okay.
We can kill the
Great.
villager after. We'll let you practice your multi-hits on him.
Thanks. Oh god. Hold on. I need.
It is now Rhonda's turn.
Is it my turn now?
Is Suiko done?
I think I'm done.
All right, you'd never believe what Arada's gonna do.
How many attacks did she do?
She did
I only see
One,
3.
1, 2.
two,
She missed
three.
1, and then 1, 2.
Yeah, so 3
So
total.
she used the.
More attack.
So she has 1 more. So run up to the up guy.
And slap him
Okay.
across
It's
the
actually
face.
it's easy to keep track of for me because I can just check. Oh, has Suiko attacked 4 times? Not something's wrong.
There's an issue.
There we go.
There we go.
11.
Well, she just got to do her. Yeah, there you go. All right, 15. All right, Arada is up next.
All right. You would never believe it. Arada, for the 3rd time, takes a very similar looking stance to the last few times, and goes to try to finish this guy off in a crazy crit. Check this shit out. Bang, bang.
Hey,
on
there you go.
natural
You got-
20?
You got your 20.
Yeah. All right. So Arada will sneak attack him. Kapow, -25. And Arada's going to call it a day. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming.
Nice. What's the warrior gonna do?
All right,
Egg.
Terracotta Warrior, seeing his fellow people, his alternative order activates, and he kills the villager.
Oh, wait, sad.
Can I have a reaction to this?
Yeah, you can. He's attacking. I mean,
Okay.
what you gonna do?
He's only doing 14. I don't want to waste chakra. Is he worth it?
God.
Arada would save him?
Dirty chakra bill.
I don't know if Izuto would save him.
I mean, so would either, Chief.
Unexpectedly heavy decision this early on.
You also did just give a speech about saving us and not other people.
Said if it came to it.
It's like, I can't do anything about it. My only
God
reaction is like to half damage and sub out.
I am casting a D rank Dust Shield. All right. For 15 hit points, does 14. So if the lion isn't taken out by Than here, then I'm not doing anything else.
I don't think.
Okay.
Oh.
Man is up.
All right. Well, knowing this now, I feel
The,
like
the
there's
villager,
bonus
he
on
like
me.
puts up his hands. He like screams because he thinks he's about to die, and then he opens
wait,
his
no.
eyes and this little iron dust shield
We'll have
walking close in the terracotta warrior.
yeah, we'll have attacks of opportunity. There's no shot this thing lives. So Than will go ahead and step up behind it and nip it. His first left, then right ankle. Left ankle, right ankle. Boom, easy peasy. Slash R D8 plus. I need to just add this
4
up.
ankles to nip at, so
1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 6. Was that 11? Yeah. RD8 plus 11. And is dead.
terracotta lion,
Dude.
no match for the real thing.
I'm telling you, bro. Than's kill count on Terracotta is crazy.
Shion steps forward, trying to show off a little bit for Izuto, who she has found a newfound respect for.
About to build a harem.
She does take him out with the last blow, just barely. The Izuto harem, it will not last long, but it will be glorious.
That's sad as fuck.
Yikers.
And
Won't last long.
tonight's session.